Here we go.
Okay, and we are live.
Live.
Okay, welcome to the Taylor Swift Folklore review. We've been planning this for a while, but just now finally got to do it. So now, for anybody just tuning into one of our reviews for the first time, please know ahead of time we're going to chat for several minutes before we actually jump into the review. So just, be prepared for that. If you're watching it later, just skim through. You'll find it.
Yeah. Oh.
But I do want to say right off the top, first, happy birthday to Wild Bill's dad.
Oh.
And secondly, I want to extend my condolences. Wild Bill, I'm so sorry about you losing your fur brother.
Yeah.
Or if you want to call it your fur baby or whatever you want to call it, I'm so sorry. And I'm sure all of us here has lost one like that and knows exactly what you're going through. And man, if there's anybody, any group of people you could ever turn to, this would be the group. If you need us, we are all here for you. Mm-hmm. And if you don't make it to the stream tonight, yes, man, we certainly understand. And we love you.
Yeah. But yeah, my condolences to Wild Bill. I know what it's like to lose a pet, and so I mean, my family, we've lost quite a few fur babies over the years. So I mean, and 4 brothers and sisters. So I mean, I know what it's like. So yeah, my condolences, and yeah, we truly understand if you're not going to be here tonight, Wild Bill.
Oh, yes, we know we're 2 minutes late. We were gabbing before we got started. Sorry, Elsa.
Oh, yeah.
And, happy birthday to your dad Monday. So in case I forget Monday, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Happy birthday to Elsa's dad.
Yeah, happy birthday to Elsa's dad. And since you said hello, Elsa, hello, nurse.
There we are.
Which actually a special announcement where, I mean, it's not really breaking news or anything since we've known about this for like almost about a month now. But tonight is actually when the new Animaniacs reboot premieres on Hulu. Yeah, it's so exciting.
Oh, wait, there was something else I wanted to say.
Oh, wait. Was that it?
Hang on. No, it just hit me. Wait, there was another thing I was going. Oh, I know what it was. So tomorrow, Garth Brooks will finally be releasing his Fun album. Just a heads up, you will be able to pre-order that now, or if you go to the right place, you can actually buy it now, but it's not officially out until tomorrow. However, let me forewarn you, I have already heard it all the way through. And no, it is not worth the 2.5-year wait that we just went through. But that's just my opinion. Alvin, anything to add to that?
Oh yeah. Fun. Like, we waited 2.5 years for it. But yeah, not impressed. Garth, do you hear that? It's time to hang up your cowboy hat.
So, to borrow a phrase from Shania Twain, that don't impress us much.
Yeah, that don't impress us much. Oh, wait, speaking of...
Now, let me do the official... Elsa! Bumble! Justin! Officer Justin in the house!
Yeah.
Did you hear about YouTube's new terms? Ads will run on unmonetized channels. Less ads to go around for others. Oh, well, ain't that just a big bunch of bullshit?
Yeah. But yeah, I was just going to say that speaking of Shania, today is also the anniversary of Shania Twain's album Up. The 18th anniversary. It was released 18 years ago today. I still can't believe it because I can't believe the album's that old because I discovered Shania in 2003 and the album Up. And so I've known about that album for 17 years now, and it's hard to believe I've been a Shania fan for 17 years.
Why is there another screen schedule? Oh, crap. That was me. Sorry, Elsa. I was trying to save my links, and I meant to set it for Monday, but forgot to set the date to actually. So just ignore that. I'll go back and fix the date on it later.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
I try to keep one stream scheduled at all times.
Yeah.
Because that way I can save all the links, so I don't have to go back in and retype them all.
Oh hey, well, Bill, you're here.
Wow, Bill! Hey, buddy! And in case you missed it at the top of the hour-ish, happy birthday to your dad!
Yeah, happy birthday to your dad.
All right, I gotta put me some brush coffee.
Oh, okay. No.
Now, for those of you tuning in for a specific reason other than just to see our pretty faces,
Yeah, aren't we handsome and sexy?
if you are here for the Taylor review, welcome. If this is your first review with us, strap in. Okay.
Yeah, believe it or not, there was once upon a time, Trish and I actually would do reviews like almost weekly at one point.
Well, at one time we were doing like what, twice a week?
Oh yeah, twice a week. I still can't believe we did that. Thinking back, considering your schedule and your like Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
I mean, looking back, Trish, to 2019, are you actually amazed? But yeah, all that Taylor music messed with you.
We played the fifth, Elsa.
Yeah, but yeah, Trisha. But yeah, looking back to 2019 now, aren't you amazed that we managed to pull off as many, I guess, reviews as we did?
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
They're going to say, oh, tonight we will be reviewing. I should do this right at the top, right before I even start anything else. I should always say, if we're doing a review, okay, tonight we're going to be reviewing Taylor Swift's 8th studio album, Folklore. We shall get to that momentarily, but we're probably going to talk for about 10 minutes first, and then we're going to jump in because we got 17 tracks to cover.
Yeah.
Because when Taylor puts out an album, she puts out a damn good album. She gives you your money's worth with 17 tracks on this one, okay? And it was a complete and total surprise. Nobody knew it was coming. Nobody knew that she was going to drop it. She just woke up one morning and went on Twitter and said, hey, guys, here's a new album for you. Yes!
Yeah, and
Coffee.
like...
Should make some. Well, I give you some, but I don't deliver. I have a whole thermos full.
Yeah, that's how you please your fans, like unlike Garth.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Doesn't know how to please his fans.
And I speak facts, woman. Well, there you go.
but I do think
the fifth, all we want. She's just speaking the facts.
Oh yeah. Oh, Elsa said 8 albums too many. 8 albums too many. 8 albums too many.
And honestly, anybody that may see this later, if you've been a fan of Taylor for a long time, this will surprise you. Or if you've never been a fan of Taylor, this would surprise you because this sounds nothing like anything she's ever done before.
Yeah. Anyone who is expecting a Shake It Off or a Bad Blood or a New You in Trouble is going to be thoroughly disappointed with this album. I mean,
if that's like that. Nothing.
Yeah. If that's what you're expecting or what you want.
All the way from, wait just a minute. All the way from her self-titled debut, Taylor Swift. Yeah. All the way up to Lover. Yeah. All 7 of those albums. This 8th one sounds nothing like any of those. Nothing. Yeah. And it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
17
But yeah, this album sounds nothing. Yeah. But yeah, I was just gonna say that this album, if I was to listen to this album, not even know that Taylor Swift, like it was Taylor Swift, this album doesn't even sound like a Taylor Swift album. I never in a million years would I think that Taylor would go with this type of sound. But it is a pleasant surprise. Yeah, but it is a pleasant surprise. So
yes, it really is. Yeah. How long will 17 tracks take? Probably till sunrise. We're going to try and get through it just like we do any other album. 17 tracks. That's extra torture.
We haven't even gotten we haven't even gotten to the review yet, and Elsa already has her
she's already fired up.
Yeah, fired up.
And she's got backup with her. She's got Wild Bill over there making comments too. Don't think I don't see those.
Oh yeah, well, oh, yeah, 17 tracks. That's extra torture. Yeah.
Now I know several people already said they wouldn't be able to be here tonight. I don't remember the reasons for all of them, but that's okay. We understand, even if it's because you're not a Taylor fan and you don't want to hear it, or because you're simply busy and have other things to do. We totally understand that, and we respect it. Yeah. And, hopefully you can join us again soon, because I will be back on Monday.
Yeah. Well, I know two people that I think probably won't be here. I know one is Robert. Robert said he had to take his dog to the vet. So I'm hoping it's not too bad or anything.
Oh, yeah. Has anybody heard word? Yeah. If everything's okay.
Yeah, with Robert. And I know Saxon. I don't know if Saxon will be here because Saxon doesn't really like Taylor. So.
No, he already said when we first announced that we were going to do the review, he told us that he would miss that one.
Oh, okay.
And he reiterated it again on whatever the last stream was I did. Oh, that was last night, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My mind.
Oh, yeah.
He told us last night that he wouldn't be here. So Saxon won't be here. There's a good chance that Robert won't be here. And I'm pretty sure I saw where Country had said he wouldn't be able to be here.
Yeah.
So, and Robert, everything is okay. Yeah. And while Bill, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the stream or not, but Alvin and I both sent our condolences, and we are so sorry about your puppy.
Yeah. Yeah, your far brother. Yeah. Elsa said, how many times did you listen to the album for the review? 100 times, Elsa. Well, to be honest, I've been listening to this album pretty much since it first was released.
Okay. Specifically for the review?
Okay.
It only took me a month to be able to listen to it specifically for the review one time.
Yes! Because of Grand Central Station. So,
yes, because of Grand Central Station.
So Trish, do you got a rant? You want to rant about that? Or you don't really want to go into detail?
Something better to do. It's called sleeping. Okay. No, but I do have to send out kudos. I don't think she even watches my streams, but Cheryl, thank you so much. And if you don't know, Cheryl is Jennifer's mom. I did Thanksgiving dinner today, and we've already eaten everything. But I was talking to them over there, and I was frustrated because I kept getting interrupted trying to get ready for the album review tonight, and I kept getting interrupted. And I said something about it, and I told him that Rabbit was taking a nap because he'd been up all night. And Jennifer said, well, then that's the perfect time for you to finish taking your notes for your review. And right after that, I had told him, I said, guys, I know we're all full right now. I said, but I've got cherry pie sitting on the stove if y'all want some dessert. Later, I found out Cheryl actually wanted some, but would not come and get it. Not because she doesn't like me. She loves me, okay? But because she knew I was busy. She said, I knew you were taking notes for your review, and I didn't want to interrupt you. Now, that's respect. Wow. How awesome is that?
That's awesome. So did you actually take that advice and actually, I guess, start taking notes for the review? And all that?
I started taking notes again for the
Yeah. Wait, that many times? You didn't need to listen to it so much and know how much it sucked.
Okay, and on that note, we shall jump right in.
Yeah, we're gonna jump right in. Okay, so we're gonna go in like the normal order we usually like.
Yeah, you want to just go back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth, but you start since it is. I mean, you're kind of the host. This is
okay.
But.
Don't know how long you can stay. Well, Bill, that's okay. We understand if you need to go. Okay, we totally understand.
Yeah, that's understandable, Wild Bill. Wild Billy, go.
Okay, Taylor Swift, her 8th studio album, Folklore. This was a surprise drop. No one saw it coming.
Yeah.
But damn, if it wasn't a good surprise for us Taylor fans. No, I said that for us Taylor fans, okay? Yeah. I really wish Jerry was here. He'd jump right in there.
Yeah. On July 20th, the morning of July 23rd,
Thank you. I was getting ready to ask if you had the date. Yes. So July 23rd, 2020, she dropped this album. It has 16 tracks, but if you get the, oh my God, my mind just went blank.
Wait, actually, now that I think about it, I think maybe it was July 23rd when she announced it, but I guess it was technically released on the 24th. I'm trying to backtrack because I think it was the morning of July 23rd when she announced the album that it was coming out later that night, but I guess technically it's kind of both. She released it on the 23rd, 24th.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
Good surprise my ass. That's what I said.
It sucks. That's tolerance, woman.
I can't wait.
Damn, I was going to say something. Oh, the deluxe version. There is 16 tracks on the regular edition. There is a bonus track, so 17 on the deluxe edition. And that's the version that we're going to cover, the 17-track version. Okay, yeah. So, and by the way, if you've not heard that 17th track, it's called The Lakes. Give it a listen. Totally worth it. If you're a Taylor fan. Yeah. Okay, just throw that in there. Okay, track number 1 is actually called The One. And my notes, I'm just going to read off my notes. It says, it was great when we were together. And even though it didn't work out, it's still okay. We enjoyed it, and we both learned from it and grew from it. And wouldn't it have been great if it would have worked out and you would have been the one? If even one thing had been different during that time, would everything be different now? Would it have mattered? Would we still be together? Would the outcome be different? But even though it didn't work out, there's no regrets. I can't help still loving you. Okay, I think if she had the chance, she would take him back in a heartbeat. And it's the most beautiful sentiment in a song that I think I've heard in a long time, because I think most of us have been through a relationship that, even though it's over, we have no regrets for that relationship. And we do have those moments where we think, damn, if just one thing had been different, would it have worked out? Would we still be together? And in that same instance, you're probably thinking, I'd take him back in a heartbeat if I had the chance. Because the love was that beautiful, it was that strong, and it seemed that real, that, yeah, you would take them back if you had the chance. If they would give you that chance, you'd take it in a heartbeat. I can't help it. It's just the most beautiful thing. And I'm actually going to confess that, yes, I think there is somebody, once I started thinking about it, there is somebody in my life that I was involved with that it was beautiful. And even though it ended, I can tell you, if one thing had been different with either them or me, it probably would have worked out or could have worked out. But we both know it can't. But I might actually give it another shot if I ever had the chance. Unfortunately, I won't ever have that chance. So for me, this is an absolutely beautiful song. What the hell did I miss?
What?
Which ex did she sing about? Guess not what it is. I don't want him back. Oh, God. No, it just, for me, I think, and I know I've heard some of y'all talk about it. You have that one ex in your life that it was great. And even though it's over, you have no regrets.
Yeah.
And yeah, you probably would take them back in a heartbeat if you had the chance. It's just what the song represents. And I think anybody that heard it would probably think, without even meaning to, of that one relationship. All Alvin?
But yeah, this song definitely, like I definitely could see this, like how relatable this song is, and it makes me think of at least two relationships I've been in. Um, Let me see. Um, but yeah, it makes me think of at least two relationships I've been in with that I thought I was with. Like, I mean, it would have been fun if that person had been the one, because I literally thought it was a really great relationship, and I thought it was going to work out, and I don't know, it ended up didn't, and I mean, it's usually someone who ended up like kind of fucking me over in the end, which that's really bad. But I mean, but yeah, this song definitely, I definitely can relate to it for sure, and I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, anybody who has an ex, like someone from their past that they loved at one time in their life, that is no longer in their life, could probably relate to the song. I mean, because I mean, I feel like almost everybody has at least that one person in their life that or they once had in their life that is no longer in their life, and it would have been fun if that person had been the one. I mean, unless I mean, so yeah, because but yeah, I mean, this basically makes me think of my ex girlfriend for one, and it even makes me think about pretty much like even my ex boyfriend, the one that I broke up with a couple months ago, because when I was dating him, I literally thought he was the one. I literally thought it was gonna last, and he ended up fucking me over too, and I don't know. That's the reason why when we did that one stream that Trist actually titled, I think, Alvin's Story 2020, because I was telling my story about what I'd been through. This was like a day or two after I broke up with my ex boyfriend, and I actually, I mean, basically. I think I said in that actual stream that my life of 2020, like my life 20, like this year alone, basically is the Folklore album, like Taylor's Folklore album, because a lot of songs on this album describe something I've been through this year alone, and that's saying something. This is why now I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but when I listen to certain songs from this album now, it still takes me back to moments that I've been through, like this year. Like I remember, because not to mention, I also dedicated like a couple songs here and there to my ex-boyfriend when I was with him, or to, I mean, basically to people that I was like talking to this year. I'd be like, "Oh, you should check out this song, like the Taylor just released, and like from a Folklore album." And so yeah, so don't be surprised if I mention, I mean, a few songs here and there that I dedicated to my ex-boyfriend or to somebody else in my life that has like I guess impacted my life in some way in 2020 alone. So, but yeah, I really like this song. I'll be honest with you, even though I really love this song, and this may sound crazy because I love this whole album. Like, mostly, I would say mostly because I don't want to give out like too many things away. But I'll be honest with you, this may sound crazy because I know this seems to be kind of a fan favorite on the album, because I see a lot of people talking about this song on Twitter, the one. And in my opinion, this is actually my least favorite on the whole album. But yeah, I didn't know if that would come as a shock to you, Tris, that this is actually my least favorite on the album. But I actually really like it. I mean, so that's why I'm torn. I'm torn between giving it 4.5 stars and 5 stars, because with the Taylor album, I feel like I want to give the whole thing 5 stars. But I don't know if you want to Just
Actually,
like,
yeah, I would like to go ahead and get that out of the way. Every song on here is 5 stars.
okay.
Okay.
But see, that's one reason why I'm torn, because I want to give this whole album 5 stars, but this one I'm like torn between 4.5 and 5 because it's still a really great song, even though it's my least favorite on the album. It doesn't mean like it's a bad song by any means, because it's like apparently if you rank like every song off the album, some song has to come last, and this for me this would be the song that would come last. I mean, ironically, when it's called The One.
Coffee and applesauce.
Yeah.
Hashtag set for life. Well, there you go.
But oh, most relationships are more than 5 minutes, Taylor. That's funny.
No, I didn't know Elton John had a song by that title. And yes, Elsa, when you said why, so he can do the same thing to me again? No, thank you. I think we've all had those relationships too.
Yeah.
Minus 5 stars.
Yeah. Well, I guess that is possible. I mean, like some people ask me, like I even still get. Well, see, this one friend that I actually have that actually helped me get out of my past relationship with my ex-boyfriend. She kind of was my rock throughout the whole thing. And even to this day, like she likes to tease me and everything. And sometimes she asks me if I miss like my ex-boyfriend, and I always tell her the same thing, the same answer: no. Like I do not want to. Like if people ask me if I were to relive, like if I want to relive that relationship, I was like, I don't know.
Jerry!
Oh wait, that was Jerry. Hey, Jerry.
Jerry, we're talking about the first song on the album. We're doing the Taylor review, and we're talking about The One.
Yeah, if you have any, if you want to jump in the review, Jerry, I mean, feel free to. I mean, if you got things to say about each song. Yeah. Elsa said, "Oh no." I think
Robert just got home from the emergency vet. Okay, how is everything, Robert?
Oh yeah, welcome, Robert. Jerry said, "Oh no, is everything okay?"
No, but The One is one of the most beautiful for me because honestly, I think, and I know Wild Bill is not a fan of Taylor, but I think even he would understand because of his first relationship.
Yeah.
He still feels a great deal of love for that woman. And good, he is better now. Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Okay, wait, I was just saying, Jerry is here. Now we're outnumbered. Yeah. I should know.
The One, I like it, but it's not a show-stopping opener like
Like
Welcome to New York or State of Grace. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. See, me and Jerry are like on the same page. Like, okay, like I don't know if you heard what I said. But yeah, I don't know if you heard what I said, Jerry, and I don't know, this may come as a shock to people. But I do, even though I love this whole album, Folklore, The One is actually my least favorite on this whole album, which sounds kind of crazy. Like, why would I not like The One? But the thing is, I actually do really love The One. It's just if you were to rank 8 song, like the 17 tracks and all, if you were to rank them like 17 to 1, a song has to come last somehow, and for me, it would be ironically The One. But I still really love it. Not to mention, that's actually one
start for the album. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
When I listened to this song for the first time, and I mean, when I actually could sit down and listen to it, listen to the lyrics, and actually hear what was going on, because Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
As I was listening to this song, it didn't just make me think of somebody from my past. As I sat there and I listened to that story play out, all I could think was, oh, dear God, that's Wild Bill up and down. I've heard him talk about his first love, and that is him up and down. The sentiment she feels, the no regret, glad it happened, and yeah, would do it again if I had the chance. All I could think in that moment was, oh, dear God, that's Wild Bill. I've heard him talk about his first love, and she is describing exactly what he has said about his first love.
Yeah. Like me and Trish have actually discussed this, that even some of the people in our group
Mm-hmm.
that don't even like Taylor, if they were to actually listen to the song, at least the lyrics, like if this song had been recorded by any other artist, like a country artist that you're a fan of or something, Wadbill or Robert, like you would probably actually like this song. I honestly feel like if like if some other artist was to record it, I feel like you would have liked it. But because it's Taylor, you're like, nah. But I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those songs. Not to mention, I mean,
of the one that got away by Katy Perry. Oh, good comparison. Okay, we're gonna move on to track number 2 because we do not want to be here all night. So, Alvin, you want to give us track number 2?
Okay. I did want to mention before we move on to number 2 that one thing I love about this album is some of Taylor's movie references. Because I did want to point out that one of my favorite lyrics from that song, the one, is actually, the greatest films of all time were never made.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to point that was one of my favorite lyrics from the whole album. But yeah, we're moving to number 2. Okay, track number 2 is Cardigan. And it is the very first single from the album. And it actually has a music video. Now, this song in particular, there's a lot of speculation because when the album was first released, because of something Taylor had actually said, I think Taylor had actually said this when the music video for Cardigan premiered on YouTube the night that the whole album actually was released as well. Taylor actually mentioned how she wrote, there was actually a 3-song love triangle story in this album, and a lot of people speculate that Cardigan is the first song from that 3-song love triangle, and the other 2 songs come up later in the album when we get to them, but this song in particular, we believe that this, actually, I mentioned that one of the songs later on in the album was actually called Betty. And a lot of people speculate that Cardigan is from Betty's perspective. Now, the music video is actually, there's a lot of, Easter eggs, because, Taylor does, Easter eggs and stuff. But a lot of Taylor's videos also kind of have, deeper meanings and stuff. But from what I'd gather, this song is basically about a relationship, about how basically the lifespan of a relationship, how it seems like, because in the music video, she's in the forest playing in a piano. And that forest scene is supposed to basically be a metaphor for basically how you sometimes feel when you're just jumping into a new relationship. Everything's all wonderful. It's all this, just so great. But later on in the video, she actually falls into the water, and then she's trying to hang on to the piano for dear life in the water and struggling. And that's basically a metaphor for basically a relationship basically either ending or falling apart, or your fears are taken over and you're just worried. It's basically kind of a metaphor Taylor's song "Out of the Woods" from 1989. That's basically how I take it. So, but yeah, I love this song. It's actually one of my favorite, kind of one of my favorites on the album. It was kind of hard to put a top 5 or top 6 or anything like that, but I don't know. This song is definitely really good. I also love the Peter Pan reference, Peter losing Wendy. Yeah, I love that. I love that lyric. But yeah, this is actually a really good song on the album, and yeah, I know we already said that the whole album's 5 stars. So I mean, no news there. But yeah, definitely a really great song. So what do you got to say about the song, Trish?
Well, first let me say, Jerry said it was his second favorite song.
Oh, okay.
We were thinking of ordering the cardigan ornament, but it sold out so fast. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jerry. Why Taylor got to bring my mama's name into her music? Bermuda Triangle. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious.
Wow. That's
Damn.
funny.
And she didn't drown, crying. No, well, I don't think I even have to explain the song because you did that. That was a damn good job, Alvin. Thank you. But yeah, Cardigan is a really good song on the album. And the video fascinated me. I thought they did a fantastic job on that. But again, it's just another beautiful song. And yeah, it's about the different stages of a relationship.
Yeah.
So you actually nailed that. So I don't have too much to say because, I mean, what can you say? It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
And it was written really well.
Yeah.
And this whole album has blown me away because not all of it is about her. There is a story in this album.
Yeah.
Like with the triangle of the three of them, there's 3 songs that connect.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me. And I would love, and Alan, I hope you don't mind, but I've thought about this and I'm going to steal this off of you.
Okay.
I would love to see Taylor take a shot at writing a story or a book.
Yeah.
Because the talent that she displayed writing this album, the way she wrote it, to tell a story like that,
yeah,
I think she could actually have the potential to be a really great writer, as in a book writer or a story writer, even if it was just short stories.
Yeah.
I think you could actually pull it off. Jerry, you misspelled worst wrong. And I actually misread your message. It said, Jerry, you spelled worst wrong.
Yeah.
I think it may be her best song lyrically. Not okay. See, it's not just me.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I said I want to run into the woods. I don't care if Jason is there. LOL.
Well,
She
why
wants
don't
to
they get Taylor in the woods? I bet the animals were disappointed. Well, the wolves did chase her, but sorry to say for you anyway, she got away.
Yeah, she got away. She got away.
Well, Bill, I'm so sorry. Did you see that she did her wardrobe, hair, and makeup by herself to keep social distancing in place? Yes, I did. She actually directed the video because of that too. And they had, what do you call it, medical staff on hand to take temperatures, and everybody wore masks and everything. Yeah. So she handled making the video really, really well.
Yeah, I think it was
the social distancing and everything that needed to be done, and took care of everybody and made sure everybody was safe. And even as far as directing the video herself to make sure that they didn't have too many people on set or whatever, you know. So she handled it really, really well, unlike some other artists. Of course.
Yeah, but anyway, correct me if I'm wrong about this, because I mean I do really know like my Taylor knowledge, but
directed video, yes.
Yeah, but I think this might be like I think this might be Taylor's second video she directed, because I think she also directed The Man that she released earlier this year.
Okay, I was thinking so, but I can't remember for sure. I would actually have to Google it and find out.
Okay. Because damn those wolves suck gas.
They gave it their best shot, while they actually did manage to grab her dress and tear it. It's okay, it didn't reveal anything. It just tore a piece off the main end of it. But she got away. Yeah. Which me and Alvin were thrilled about, but you are so disappointed. We're so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, track number 3. The Last Great American Dynasty. Oh, dear God. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Because you see that big long title and you're like, what? The Last Great American Dynasty. Well, you know what a dynasty is. No, not the TV show from back in the 80s. Basically, the guy in the song he's an old man, and his family is like mega rich, and they are a dynasty because of who they are, what they've done, what they've created, how they make their money. So, you know, and he's like the last remaining one in the family. Okay, basically a young woman comes to town and she's divorced, and he meets her, they fall in love, they get married, and they party hardy. And he has a bad heart, and the doctor tells him to slow it down. His heart can't take it, and he don't take the doctor's advice, so he dies. Okay, she inherits everything, and the people in this town treat her like absolute shit. Nothing she does is ever good enough for them. I guess because she didn't come from money, and her money was inherited. So she finally just reaches the point where she's like, you know what, fuck y'all. No, she don't say that in the song. I'm just saying. She's going to live her life the way she wants to live it and screw everybody else. So she flies in her, I love the way she put it. She flies in her bitch pack. So all of her friends, and they all spend the money and party and gamble and have the best time ever. And blow through that money like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Which might not have been the smartest idea, but still.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I actually agree, Jerry.
Wait, what?
But because Jerry said, I think there needs to be a movie about
this song. Oh, my God, yes, because I could see it playing out in my head the whole time I was listening to it.
And to be honest, this may sound crazy, but Taylor has already been, Taylor basically is already aware that people want a movie, and she's all for it. And I think Ryan Reynolds and there's a lot of other people that were talking about it on Twitter that they would love to make a movie based on this song.
Oh, yeah. But see, the thing is, after she blows through all that money, she decides to leave town. She sells the house. And just guess who buys it?
Yeah, guess who buys it? Elsa, got any guesses? I think it.
Sounds like a soap opera like her life. No. This is not about her. This is about somebody else.
Sounds like a soap opera like her life. Yeah, this is actually about someone else.
She's not even mentioned until the very end of the song, and yes, she's the one that buys the house.
Yeah, that's actually really clever that Taylor wrote a song about basically the house that she had bought.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, did you know she actually owns the house that they called that?
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it now. Whatever the house is called. The name of the song, woman. No.
Yeah.
Holiday House.
Yeah, Holiday House. Yeah,
Holiday House. That's what it's called. Yeah, Taylor bought the Holiday House.
Yeah. I won't watch that movie. Oh, come on, Elsa. You would, trust me, you would love The Last Great American Dynasty.
It wouldn't have anything to do with Taylor. It's just, she happened to be the one that ended up buying the house.
Yeah.
The song and the story is about the woman, the younger woman, who marries the older man.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah. Okay, I absolutely love this song. When listening to the song for the first time, it literally does sound like a musical story or a musical movie or something. Like, it just... I'm
sorry.
What happened?
I just saw Elsa's...
Oh, the house on Haunted Hill. Why would you be so funny? Well, I think we wanted her to be funny, but that was funny. But I love this song. When I first heard it the first time, it does sound like a story, and this is another song. I feel real connected to this song. Not saying I can relate to it or anything, but considering what I went through earlier this year with my past relationship with my ex-boyfriend, I don't know, as crazy as it sounds, because I feel like we started having our own little community on Facebook. This was back when I was still on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And I feel like what we were creating, the family that we had, and I felt like we were kind of creating our own little Great American Dynasty, on Facebook and roleplay, because believe it or not, my ex-boyfriend, his roleplay character, actually owns a casino. So and with the whole gambling part of the song just makes me think about that for some reason, which is another connection. But yeah, I did want to read what I have here. But yeah, The Last Great American Dynasty follows the story of a woman by the name of Rebecca Harkness, a patron of the arts and the founder of the Rebecca Harkness Foundation. And it was in 2013 when Taylor bought a Rhode Island mansion once owned by Rebecca Harkness. The mansion is known as Holiday House. And but it also says here that Taylor draws subtle comparisons between herself and Rebecca Harkness in the song. She likens her star-studded parties to the bevy of famous composers and dancers that once frequented Holiday House in Harkness days. Also similar to Taylor Swift, Rebecca Harkness was often a target of harsh criticism from the tabloids and people alike. So, I mean, with that being said, I mean, it is kind of like, I mean, it's almost like it could be related to Taylor's life, but at the same time, it's not actually.
It's actually about another person who is a real person, and that stuff actually did happen to her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jerry, I forgot about that line. Yes, they were so mean to her, the woman that the song is about. They were so mean to her that she stole the neighbor's dog and died at Key Lime Green.
Yeah, Key Lime Green, yeah. I love that line. That's actually my favorite lyric. I was actually going to get to the lyrics, but yeah, I'll be honest with you. My favorite part of the song is actually the bridge that's mentioned. See, the thing, Taylor Swift, she is an expert when it comes to writing bridges in her music, especially songs like this one, because they say she's seen on occasion pacing up, staring out at the midnight sea, and in a feud with her neighbor, she stole his dog and died at Key Lime Green. 50 years is a long time. Holiday House sat quietly on that beach, free of women with madness, though men and bad habits, and then it was bought by me.
There you go.
But yeah, I love that.
Should be called I'm Gonna Break Your Heart House because she's
good
at that. I mean, that's right, Robert. Oh, okay. I was going to say, wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah.
I love it. I don't know that anybody had ever told that story before, other than Taylor, because if they have, I've not heard it. But knowing that it was based on a true story, that she was just telling the story of what happened to a woman who was treated badly.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't good enough, because she wasn't rich enough, because she didn't come from money, and she happened to fall into money.
Yeah.
And that's the way the world is. That's the way they treat people.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that she told the story.
Yeah. So you don't feel like this song was a cliche or anything?
No, I don't.
Because I know you felt that way a lot about Garth's music. That Garth keeps singing about these cliche topics. What?
Must we go down that road?
The G word, Garth, I think now. But yeah, that's because you don't listen to good music,
woman.
Yeah, what is wrong with you,
I'm so sorry.
But to be honest, I mean, I listen to the same things that Trish pretty much does, so yeah. I guess we're gonna both listen to bad music together. Yeah, what?
Do you want to move on to song number 4?
Yeah, song number 4. This song, oh my god. This song, track number 4, is called Exile. And it's featuring Bono. And,
hang on, Alvin.
What?
You're cutting out. Is he cutting out on anybody else or just me?
Wait, am I actually cutting out? Wait, that's right, out of Taylor's music. So am I still cutting out, or?
Okay, no, you seem to be good now. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, track number 4 is called Exile, and it's featuring Bon Iver. And this is also the only duet on the album. But man, it is an amazing duet. Like Taylor's and Bon Iver's voices, like they complement each other really well. But yeah, I love the storyline of this song, like what it's about. And it's basically, it describes 2 ex-lovers seeing each other following a breakup. Basically, Bon Iver was basically singing the part about, he's basically like the one in the relationship who's not really getting it, not really like thinking that anything's bad going on in the relationship. Yeah, like everything's fine, just trying to shrug it off. But Taylor is basically singing from the perspective about giving out repeated warning signs that the relationship was no longer working. And it's also worth noting between Bon Iver's like rougher voice and Swift's smoother one, which mirrors the contrast between the views of the relationship. But yeah, like just the way when this song is just so relatable, at least to me, someone who's like this basically makes me feel. This basically makes me think about like my previous relationship with my ex-boyfriend, and maybe even a little bit further back with my ex-girlfriend. Because I've been in relationships like that before, where one of us was basically giving out warning signs that this relationship is no longer working, and basically totally ignoring the signs. And that's basically how I felt when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend earlier, like a couple months ago, because he basically acted like everything was fine, and like it caught him off guard that I was breaking up with him. But I was like, I'm not gonna let him treat me the way he was anymore. And he was like lying and cheating behind my back, and he just thought all that was cool or like necessary to do, and like he wasn't gonna get caught. But I don't know, I caught his lying, cheating ass. But yeah. I definitely love this song, and this is also another one of the fan favorites on the album, and one of the songs that fans are actually trying to push Taylor to release as a single.
Yes, and Alvin and I already knew that. I just didn't say anything because Alvin was describing the song. I didn't want to interrupt him.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what happened. Like, because I don't know. You said I saw it, Robert, and I was like, what did you see?
Oh, goody, another breakup song.
Yeah.
No, he was talking about his local radio station, talking about Taylor re-recording her albums and how she's going to be throwing in surprises for the fans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I love the song, and that's actually because of this song, with this song and a couple of others on the album, because there is some breakup songs on this album which people caught people off guard because they thought maybe Taylor was trying to say that her relationship with Joe Alwyn was in peril, but the thing is, she was writing from other people's perspective.
Yeah, that's the thing. The breakups in this is not her.
Yeah.
She's actually describing it from a third person's point of view, seeing it happen. These two people broke up, and now they're seeing each other, and this is what's going on between them when they see each other after their breakup. Yeah. So it's not her breakup, it's someone else's. She's just telling about it.
Yeah. But yeah, Taylor's basically let it be known that, she's still in a happy relationship. So people got it. But when this album first came out, I do remember people being scared, like on Twitter, like fans, they were scared that, oh my God, is Taylor all right? because we haven't heard Taylor, I guess, sing so like with so much heartbreak and emotion in her voice and in her music in quite a while. Because like this album is definitely a great departure from Lover. Because Lover was full on of like love songs, and this one felt more into like breakups and just storylines and like I don't know, things like that, and like cheating and like lying and like things like that, and it just took people by surprise. So but yeah, do you got anything to say about this song, Trish?
I love it. I really do, and I honestly hope she does release it. When I was taking notes today for the album review, when I got to this song and I realized it was number 4, I was like, oh my God, yes, this is the one everybody's wanting her to release, and I would love to see her do this.
Yeah.
I would love to see her release this. But now I kind of took it as different than you did. It's basically, yes, about a breakup, But the way I took it was, and I may be wrong, okay, but it's over, and neither of them saw it coming. Maybe they just ignored the signs. When they see each other, all the feelings come flooding back, and although they would love to try again, they both already know that it won't work.
No. Well, actually,
that's just kind of how I took the song.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I mean that maybe it has a double meaning or something.
Yeah. It's just how you hear it and what you interpret it as, which is another reason I like doing this, because we can get other people's opinions on it.
Okay, because I mean, you basically made it sound like they just the relationship ended so fast they didn't. None of them saw the signs, but yeah, I took it as there was one person in the relationship that sent out warning signs to the other person that the relationship's not working out, and they were just totally ignoring it, while the relationship was still going on. But
yes, my marriage.
Yeah. Oh, kind of like your marriage.
Oh, ouch! Sorry. TMI. Sorry.
Yeah, TMI.
Breakup songs when your relationship lasts 5 minutes, and with her, that's 5 too many. Huh? Alvin, would you like to give us a current update on how long she's been with Joe?
Oh yeah, Taylor.
Isn't it almost 4 years now?
Yeah, it's almost 4 years. 2016, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because to be honest, I think Joe was the one.
Years.
Yeah.
She must be a very unhappy person to want to sing about someone else's breakup. No, she's extremely happy. That's why she has to write about someone else's breakup.
Yeah. I think she started dating Joe soon after.
Not saying, I mean, right about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she started dating Joe soon after she had broke up with, I think, Calvin Harris or Tom Hiddleston, whoever she was dating at that point in time. But it was right after or right around that time that she was basically being called a snake on social media and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I mean, with the whole Kanye thing. So,
if you think about it,
yeah,
if cameras followed us everywhere we went, there's a lot of people that would look at us in a bad light too.
Yeah.
I would probably be known as the biggest whore in Kentucky. Although I've not had any in almost 10 years.
That's crazy that you said that, because I used to. There was a time I was so pissed at my ex-girlfriend, I called her the biggest whore in the Philippines.
Oh, ouch.
I still can't believe I said it.
Oh, God, that's too long.
Yeah, but that's basically how
over 5,000 days. Oh, I like the way Jerry puts it. She's been with him for over 5,000 days.
Yes. See? It's not 5 minutes. It's...
Okay, moving on. And I cannot help it. And I know Alvin agrees with me on this. Track number 5 is called Ricochet. And I'm telling you what, the minute this song started playing, I thought I had the wrong music on my MP3 player. And yes, I know you guys are going to go, well, you did. It was by Taylor.
Well, actually, the song is called My Tears Ricochet.
Wait, what?
Oh, I think you said the song was called Ricochet, but it's called My Tears Ricochet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, yes, My Tears Ricochet.
Oh, okay. My
first thing said Ricochet. Anyway,
okay.
Her Tears Ricochet. Yes, okay. Yeah. The minute this song starts playing, the very first time I ever hear it, I was blown away. Because just for a second, and Elsa's going to love this.
Yes! Come on!
Between Taylor being the one singing it and the reference I'm about to make, Elsa's going to absolutely double love this.
No, Elsa,
I swear to God, it sounds, best song, yes. It sounds exactly like the beginning of Into the Unknown from Frozen 2.
Frozen 2!
Never had any woman. Get over it already.
I feel like I want a Ricochet of the album while just
I could say something, but I will just keep my time.
But yeah, so that's why when people make jokes, because people, believe it or not, since Taylor released this album, I've heard jokes about what if Taylor was to record the soundtrack for if they were to do a Frozen 3 or something. Like that Taylor should be the one doing the soundtrack for Frozen 3. And I was like, that's not too out of the ordinary considering this song, but I don't know.
Yeah, considering this song, I could see her capability of doing it, but I don't know. It will be hard to replace the women that's doing the singing in Frozen and Frozen 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now this one has some of the best lyrics. And I know I wrote some of them down. I'm going to look at my notes to see what I put. Sounds like the Frozen song. I didn't have it in myself to go with Grace. Because when I'd fight, you used to tell me I was brave. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake, cursing my name, wishing I'd stayed? Look how my tears ricochet. Okay, the way I take it is he is so hurt by losing her that he's acting like to him, she's just dead to him. But no matter how hard he tries to hide it, it's still blatantly obvious that he loves her. And he can't let go of his feelings. And he can't truly hide his feelings because he loves her so much. And he hates the fact that he lost her. Now, that's just how I take the song, okay? But the lyrics of this song are absolutely unbelievable to me. And I have seen people do this. When they break up with somebody, they will talk shit about them. Now, a lot of people will talk shit about their exes, okay? But sometimes you will find somebody that they will be talking shit about their ex, like they hate them and can't stand the ground they walk on. But it's because they actually love them and they can't deal with losing them because they're hurt that much.
Yeah, well, that's basically it.
So the fact that she took it from that point of view, I absolutely love that because you don't ever hear anybody, well, hardly ever hear anybody tell it from that perspective.
Yeah.
You hear people write songs and sing songs about breaking up with somebody or hating somebody because they're no longer with them, and you know it's true. They do hate them. But not very often do you ever, if ever, hear somebody write or sing a song on the stove, that actually tells it from that perspective where they're acting like they hate that person, but it's only because they're so hurt because they still love them so much.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh. And defrost too. Oh, that was a good one.
I'm stealing that, Bill. I'll be using that in the future.
Oh, nice. Okay, but Alvin, what are your thoughts on Ricochet or My Tears Ricochet? Sorry.
My Tears Ricochet.
Good God.
Yeah. But yeah, I love the song My Tears Ricochet. Oh, what's going on? Everything okay, Trish?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. But yeah, My Tears Ricochet, I'll be honest with you, when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend.
Hate is a strong word. Ramon, you're welcome.
Oh yeah. Welcome, Grandma.
Welcome to the party.
But yeah, when I first broke up with my ex-boyfriend, when I heard what he was talking about me, like, because he was actually talking shit about me, but then he got up to me for talking shit about him because I said that I was over my ex or so on. Like, I wouldn't even mention his name, and yet he would still like tweet about me that I'm talking shit about him, that I need to stop talking shit about him, and like, but that's why I love what you said, Trish, because it's like sometimes like we talk shit because we're like so torn up over the breakup and everything, like, because I mean when you're like really committed in a relationship and then it just like falls apart and crumbles, like you break up, like it's not like your feelings just automatically disappear for that person.
Yeah.
So I mean, but yeah, that song, I'll be honest with you. So after after I broke up with my ex, this was actually the first song I like kind of dedicated to my ex. I even had it on my Twitter, I like my pinned tweet. I had actually had the lyrics. I actually had the lyrics on my Twitter for a while. about I didn't have it in myself to go with grace, and you're the hero flying around saving face. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake, cursing my name? Look at how my tears today. That's basically how I felt about after like my ex-boyfriend now, like even after this. He claimed him, and to it because basically spoke like name understand but do love this song. I did know there was also another I guess hidden meaning behind this song, because some fans also believe it connects to Taylor Swift's personal life as well, with the song really being about Arquette's betrayal of Swift when she left Machine Records for Republic last year. So. I keep breaking, but I guess it doesn't matter. You're the only one talking about it. What the? Am I actually like cutting out?
You were.
Huh. Am I okay now or?
Yeah, you seem fine now.
Huh. Oh, that's weird. Like, you okay, Trish? Or?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So I don't know if you heard like everything I said, but I mean.
Well, no, but I got the gist of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
moving on to song number 6.
Yeah, 6.
Mirror Ball.
Mirror Ball.
That one's to you, Alvin.
Oh, okay. Oh. I don't know why I just lost track. Like,
see, even your internet doesn't like Taylor.
Well, damn.
Hang on. Sorry, Elsa and everyone else, but I got to go. And I should have the weekend and all next week off, so hopefully I'll be streaming Saturday night. Okay, well, we understand if you have to go, Wild Bill. That's not a problem. Well, I'm glad to see you're finally getting some time off.
Yeah, me too.
Catch up on some sleep.
But yeah.
He talks about Taylor. When he stops talking about her, he doesn't break up.
What the hell?
But have a good night, Wild Bill.
But yeah, track number 6 is called Mirror Ball. Now this is such a pretty song. This is actually one of the songs on the album where Taylor's voice, like she sings like an angel in the song. Like this song, I don't know, just the way she sings. It made me sing. It made me think of like an angel at like a disco or something, like a disco angel. But yeah, I love this song. Now I could be honestly wrong about like the meaning of the song, but so I'm gonna relate it to basically my past relationship with my ex-boyfriend, because I did dedicate the song to my ex-boyfriend when I was with him, because like we role play as like chipmunks online, and we would role play as different characters, and he would always want me to like role play as different characters for him sometimes, and but yeah, this song, like, so basically I take it as basically showing that you can be every version of the best version of oneself to your lover or who you're with, and that's basically how I take it. But also basically showing that you would do anything for that person, be even kind of become the person that I guess your lover like envisions you as or something. But yeah, there's certain lyrics in this song that basically are certain lyrics like in the song that basically made me think of my past relationship with my ex-boyfriend, like basically like even the bridge and they called off the circus, burned the disco down. When they sent home the horses and the rodeo clowns, I'm still in that tightrope, still trying everything to get you laughing at me. And I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. I've never been a natural. All I do is try, try, try. I'm still in that trapeze. I'm still trying everything to keep you looking at me. And that's basically how I felt when I was with my ex-boyfriend. I was trying everything to make it work, and I was trying to keep him looking at me because he was like straying off and talking about like flirting with other girls and guys, and I don't know, it just started to really bother me. I actually started to become like I actually started to realize just how much of the jealous type I guess I really can be. But yeah, that's basically how I take it. It's basically trying to basically to bring out the best version of oneself for your lover, or basically showing that you could be any version they envision you at, like any version of yourself. Like if you want me to be that way, I'll be that way for you, babe. Like, I mean, so that's basically how I take it. Great song, great message, and I did actually dedicate it to my ex-boyfriend a couple of times when I was with him. So yeah, definitely very, very relatable, at least.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
When I took notes, what I put was, she is so in love with him. She would do anything just to keep him. She would change and she will shine her brightest just for him. Even though people say the relationship is going to end soon, she still believes it will work. She is a mirror ball, because when he looks at her, he sees the best of himself in her and in all the love that she shows him. So, yeah, very similar to the way you saw it.
Okay.
So yeah, very beautiful sentiment.
Okay.
Although I do have to say, I don't think you should change who you are to please someone else, but I get what she's saying.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, I've learned that since my breakup with my ex-boyfriend. But when I was, see, this thing, when you're deeply in love with someone, sometimes, like, you do anything, like they say love makes you do crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
And that proves that you literally become a whole other person for this one person. Like, you're literally changing yourself for this person, and you don't even realizing that you're changing. But you never know. Your friends may actually be able to see the change, and like, because I've actually seen, like, I mean, this seems like some, like, in a movie, like something in a movie, but it actually makes me think, like, some friends of when they see their friend like get gaga over this person, and they're like changing themselves and like ditching their friends and blowing off their friends and everything. I've actually seen scenarios where the friends were actually give an intervention to their friend, like saying that you need to wake up, like you're basically changing yourself for this person. Like you should always just be yourself anyway. But yeah, that's basically like what I was saying. When I was with my ex-boyfriend, I was trying everything to keep him looking at me. That's why I agreed. I'll do this for you, babe. I'll do this for you, like so. And I did a lot to just try to please him. Like, that shows you just how much, like, what I'm like when I'm in a relationship. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So ready for track number 7?
Oh yeah. And track number 7 is called 7.
Yeah, it's called 7. I was like, did you hear that? 7.
No, this, I think, will shock you, not only what I interpret the song as, but the subject of the song. Because I had to listen to it a bunch of times before I was like, oh dear God.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, maybe your interpretation is the same as mine, because I'll be honest, there's a couple of things I may want to say about it.
Here's the thing. This is a song, if I interpret it, well, the way I interpret it, it's a song about Taylor's best friend back when Taylor was 7 years old. And her best friend had a dad that was abusive to her. He was abusing the little girl, and Taylor wanted to protect her. She wanted to have that little girl come and move in with her and her family and keep her safe.
Yeah.
And she still remembers that little girl. She may not can specifically remember her face because she was only 7 at the time, but she still thinks about her. And she still remembers what that little girl went through and how she wanted to protect her. Now, I may be interpreting that wrong, but that's how I see it. Alvin?
Yeah, but yeah, I actually see it very similar.
Okay.
I did want to point out a few, I guess, lyric points, because this song is actually very intriguing. Because I'll be honest with you, this song in particular has some of the most interesting lyrics I've seen in any song, like, ever. Not just Taylor songs, but in songs in general. Because I'm like, what the hell? Like, because I feel like there's some metaphors in this song, and I'm not saying that that's exactly what Taylor is saying in the song, but when I listened to the song, it actually makes me think of my own childhood in a way, and it makes me think of that like childhood innocence, and basically like the mindset of a kid, like as crazy as that sounds, but it makes me actually, this song just makes me feel very nostalgic in a way, but in verse 2, for example, she says, "And I've been meaning to tell you, I think your house is haunted. Your dad is always mad, and that must be why. And I think you should come live with me, and we can be pirates. Then you won't have to cry or hide in the closet, and just like a folk song, our love will be passed on." I think that's one of the best lyrics, like not just in this song in general, but the whole album. But the whole "I think your house is haunted," like that actually like hit close to home, because I mean, I've been in, like, when I was a kid, like, our imagination went wild, like, oh my god, is our house haunted and stuff like that. Not to mention, we actually do think that, didn't I, haunted house for when she says you should come live with me and be pirates. It's like a childhood, like the kind of innocence, like, oh, we can be, like, basically like child nation and that, and I don't actually made me feel very way, because that was when I was 7. I expected to be a pirate. I don't know if a lot of kids like that they would either want to be a pirate or they want to be that because it's a movie, but that's basic. But there's the next line, and then you don't have to cry or hide in the closet. Hide in the closet it could actually mean like hide in the closet because her dad is abusive, trying to hide from her dad. Or it could also mean, or there could be a double meaning, like maybe her friend is actually starting to realize her sexuality in a way. Like, it may sound weird, because believe it or not, there was a kid, I don't know how old he was, I think he was like 8 or 9, like a couple of years ago, that actually ended up committing suicide because he was teased for being gay back in school. And like, that's just wrong. And I'm not saying that that's what exactly Taylor was singing about in the song, but it could mean that her friend's hiding in the closet, like, because maybe she does have feelings for like the same sex and the same gender, even though I mean she's still a kid, but still, I'm just saying that, well, that could be a meaning. But yeah, I love this song. I also love the lyric where she says, "I still got love for you. Pack your dolls in a sweater. We'll move to India forever." I actually love that line for some reason. We'll move to India forever. I mean, I never dreamed about moving to India, but I do. Like, we could just move out of the country. We could fly overseas, live somewhere else, start a whole new life. Like, especially when your life is that bad. Like, because I mean, I grew up in a broken home, and I actually grew up with my parents fighting and arguing all the time. Even if my sister was here, she would tell you. So yeah, this song just has all kinds of meanings, and I'm just very impressed by the songwriting. Not only on this album, but in this song. And I don't know, like it's just very. I don't know. It just reminds me of like childhood innocence, but also childhood trauma. So, but yeah, definitely a very interesting song, and I feel like it's one of the. I don't want to say one of the outcasts, but I feel like it's one of the underrated songs from this album. One of the songs from the album that not many people talk about, because I've noticed this. Because whenever I see people on Twitter talk about certain songs, like nobody really mentions Seven, about how Seven was one of the favorites. So it's very underrated. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I wasn't sure.
Elsa, check your messages.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's basically all I had to say about that song. Sorry that I was rambling for so long. I was just trying to get that out. It was very interesting.
Okay, you got the next one. Track number 8 is called August, which is the 8th track on the album. Ironically, August is the 8th month, and this is the 8th track.
Yes.
Okay, you go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, track. See, that's one thing I love about this album. Like Taylor like did an excellent job making for this album. The last time we covered was what, 7. It was track 7, and now track August, and it's track 8, which is the 8th one. Just said. This song is one of the songs on the album that supposedly goes into the 3-song love triangle that me and Trish mentioned earlier on in the review. And this is actually from the point of view of the other woman that that the guy whose name is James was cheating on Betty with. Which is a song that comes up later on in the album. But yeah, this song is actually one of my favorites on the album. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually one of my favorite songs on the whole album. And August is just this song I can relate to in so many ways. And not to mention, see, this shows you just why I connect this whole album, like Folkkore, to my past relationship with my ex-boyfriend and things like that, because this song in particular, August, I actually met my ex-boyfriend for the first time on Facebook and started talking to him and like becoming great friends with him back in August of 2018. So it was actually August when I met him, which I thought was ironic. Not only that, August is also the birth month of my ex-girlfriend, because my ex-girlfriend, her birthday is only August 6th, so which makes me think that like whenever I listen to the song, I just think of past relationships I've been in, like past loves, like with my ex-girlfriend, with my ex-boyfriend, and they ironically can like fit like coincidentally into the storyline of the song, because the lyrics, for example, of August. Because like I love the chorus especially, but I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time because it was never mine, and I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine because you were never mine. And I don't know, that's just so. I don't know, like I just love like that's so sentimental, and I love. Oh, like, yeah. Wait, Devin, Allen, you're breaking up again. Maybe you should reset your Wi-Fi.
Wait a minute. Don't do it yet. Okay, you just went crystal clear.
Wait, really? Oh.
Okay, so don't do it yet.
Okay.
But if you start breaking up again, we'll let you know. Where did Jerry go? I don't know. He's my backup. He's our backup.
Yeah.
He's our buddy. Come on.
Yeah, I wonder if he left because, like, I don't know. I didn't know I was going to be having, like, internet problems tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I could always for something more. See, I haven't done that yet today or anything. So. Yeah, no secrets, Elsa and Trish. Wait, are you sexting Elsa right now, Trish? What's going on?
If I'm sexting, what makes you think it's Elsa?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Elsa's probably gonna be like hashtag Elsa's gonna kick your ass, Alvin. Because Elsa always says it whenever I make a sex joke about her. Yeah. Elsa said it's a woman thing, Robert. We can't help it.
Anyway.
Yeah, I did want to point out.
It's really not a secret. It's a woman thing, Robert. Yes, exactly. It's a woman thing. Do you really want to hear about our period?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
Much information.
yeah, but yeah. Speaking of August, in my opinion, August is the getaway car of Folkkore. This song is one of the catchiest songs from the whole album, at least for me. And I love the way it ends and everything. Like whenever I listen to the song, it's like a music video type song. Like it makes me think of like going on like a car ride, listen to this with the headphones on or something, and just pretend I'm in a music video. August slipped away like a bottle of wine.
I want to know. I want to know. No, Raymond.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, August, one of my favorite songs on the whole album. Like I'm just gonna give that all away. This is one of my favorites on the album. But, not to mention, it's one of the most relatable, at least for me. In my
I love it.
story.
I do. I love it.
Yeah.
For me, it's and I missed part of what you said because I had to go, to the bathroom. But
Yeah.
I wanted to know that. But there it is. Anyway, I think this is one of the three.
Yeah.
The triangle.
Oh yeah. I actually mentioned that when you left.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. But it's a song about summer love. Just a simple summer when they were together and in love. But when the summer ends, so did the love.
Yeah.
He was never really hers because he was actually with someone else when they got involved. When she pulled up in her car and said, "Get in." And if we remember, there's another song. So I think this is one of the songs in the three, the triangle.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Richard.
Yeah. Hey,
So
Richard.
for me, I think the story that she told with these three songs and telling them from each perspective.
Yeah. I think
Absolutely genius.
Yeah, but yeah, I think this song was actually like told from the perspective of the other woman. So
Yeah, she was.
yeah, but yeah, I love how you said that summer love. I should have mentioned that summer love because like given my relationship with my ex-boyfriend, a lot of my memories with my ex-boyfriend happened over the summer, and then I broke up with him pretty much as soon as the summer ended. I actually broke up with my ex-boyfriend on September 2nd, 2020, and it was still technically summer then. This was like right before fall, and it was like summer had just ended, and I don't know. I broke up with him because like I just knew it wasn't gonna last. So, and not to mention like that's when I listened to the song. I think of basically my two past relationships with my ex-girlfriend and my ex-boyfriend because
Country fan.
oh yeah, hey country fan.
So yeah, I think the fact that she connected three of these songs and told them from each person's perspective was absolutely genius.
Yeah.
It was a genius way of writing. So because you're seeing it from all three different people's perspectives, which gives you a whole other outlook on it.
Yeah. I love the way all Taylor music ends. That's the best part.
So yeah, I thought this was perfect. It was told perfectly, and you're seeing it from that other woman's perspective. because she's the one that pulls up in the car and says, "Get in," and he does, which is what caused the problem.
Yeah.
But I thought it was beautifully written and just genius the way that she connected the three.
Yeah. But
3 on 3. Oh, yeah. 3 on 3.
Yeah. I did want to mention in the bridge, one of my favorite parts of the song was actually when she said, cancel plans just in case you call and say, meet me behind the mall. So much for summer love and saying us, because you want mine to lose. You want mine to lose. No. Like, I don't know. I just really love this song. It's very catchy, even when she sings too. But yeah, it's now back to 3 on 3.
Blueberry? No, cherry pie. I have cherry pie.
Blueberry pie whipped cream.
Besides, the whipped cream ain't for the pie.
I should actually, maybe that's a good thing. Or is it a good thing?
Yeah.
It's a giggity thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now, some of these I just took short, quick notes on.
Okay, these things.
Because that's all I needed.
Okay. So you ready to go to track number 9? One of my favorite. That's actually another one of my favorites. I'm just saying it right now. I love track 9. Track 9.
Okay, look, I need to say something. Alvin, if you don't mind, I'm going to interrupt the stream for a minute. I mean, the review for a minute.
Okay.
I need to share something with you guys. I have had, and I don't know if you guys, I don't know if it's visibly seeable. I've had a rough day emotionally. So I'm having trouble putting my heart into this. But I'm trying to push through and do it anyway because I love Taylor that much.
Yeah.
And what happened was I spent 2 days cooking a humongous Thanksgiving dinner. And then I ended up eating by myself.
What?
And it's not that she's my cherry pie. Oh, I love that song.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Said anything. So it affected me emotionally. Okay, it's not that people didn't eat; it's that they came here, got the food, and left. So they liked the food and they wanted the food, but I grew up in a family where the entire family gathered in one place, and there was probably 50 people or close to it eating together all at one time.
Yeah.
Through my whole childhood and through part of my adult life. But there's always been at least 2 or 3 people gathered together, even when I'm cooking the dinner. Yeah. But this was different this time. I actually ended up eating by myself, and it really hit me like a ton of bricks. So my emotions are kind of off. So I apologize if I don't seem like myself. But I didn't want to ruin the review by postponing it again because I love Taylor Swift and I freaking love this album. So I'm trying to push through the emotion and just appreciate the Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have came to eat with you. Oh.
Or to be honest, I would have done the same thing. I would have
eat. I wouldn't make you eat alone. Oh, thank you.
But yeah, I mean, I would be the same way.
It happen more, especially when he moves out. Yes, I know. Me too, Robert. Well, hell, I would have invited you all.
Yeah.
You have a standing invitation to come have Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner with me every year. Yeah. That is a standing invitation to all of you. Yeah. And yes, Raymond, that includes you.
Yeah, that includes you, Raymond.
So if I seem off, that's why. I'm just trying to not let it affect my review.
Yeah, that's basically how I mean, well, it's not just today. Like, basically, this past week has been very kind of stressful. But even I've been like trying to push back sort of most because I don't want to have to postpone it again, like either. Because I mean, I feel like I already know what I want to say about each song on the album anyway, and the whole album as a whole. and I feel like I could still show off at least a little emotion of how expressive I am, but at the same time, even I like.
As long as we're fully clothed.
Oh wait, so no naked land? No naked land outside?
No naked land. My son is still here, guys.
Okay, so no naked land yet.
I'm so sorry I interrupted. Now, where were we?
Yeah, track 9. Oh, I was just saying you can introduce track 9, and
okay.
I wanted to point out that it's another one of my favorites on the album.
Oh my God, me too.
Wait, really? Oh,
Yes.
wait, this is me trying.
And I have very short notes on this, but I could listen to it 100 times in a row.
Okay.
Okay, and it's track number 9, and it's called "This Is Me Trying."
Yeah.
This is me trying.
Yeah.
Okay, and basically the way I take the song, it is a song about making mistakes and learning from them and trying to do better.
Yeah.
And that's what she's saying is, hey, I messed up, but I'm trying to do better, and this is me trying. At least I'm trying.
Yeah.
And I think all of us have been in that position because we make huge mistakes when we're younger.
Yeah.
Okay? And we learn as we go. So it's very connectable, relatable. That's it. Yeah. It's very relatable.
Yeah.
So I freaking love this song, and I could listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So yeah, that are my thoughts. Alvin?
Me too. This is me trying. One of my favorites on the album and very relatable to me.
Eat, Elsa.
But yeah, Elsa said, no naked land, Alvin Smelvin. Oh, Elsa. Don't want to get naked for mine. Not taking that. But yeah, this is me trying. Now, why I love this song so much. This song basically describes me. This is basically how I feel. So, like sometimes especially when I'm, not just in general, because I know you're basically like saying just in general. Trish, for me, well, I guess I could be like just in general as well. Like, this is me trying just in general, but especially when it comes to like relationships. I seem to always get into a position where my lover, who I'm with at the time, I feel like I'm starting to like, I don't know, fuck up or something. Like I'm starting to lose them or something, and this is basically me trying to like realize basically I'm accepting my faults in like for the relationship issues and making an effort to repair them. And that basically describes me, because I'm always like, this is me trying, like, even when because believe it or not, before my ex-boyfriend and I broke up for good, when I actually like finally just had enough, like said enough was enough and like left him, there was several times throughout the relationship that me and him almost broke up, and I was always like, this is me trying. Like, I even dedicated the song to him after it was released, because it's like, oh my God, this describes pretty much like what I'm going through in my current relationship. Little did I know that the relationship was basically. I feel like my relationship, as bad as it sounds, I feel like my relationship with my ex-boyfriend was doomed from the start, only because my ex-boyfriend did certain things behind my back, and. Oh, what's so funny? What?
I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Elsa, that was awesome.
What the hell outside?
She'll just eat outside.
I'll
She'll
be
be practicing making naked land distancing.
Yeah.
Just for a second, I almost misread that and thought she was saying, I will eat out.
Oh, I will eat out. Yeah, baby.
Oh my God, naked land distancing. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
But yeah, the song. This is me trying. This is basically, like I just said. This is basically how it's one of the most relatable songs for me on this album, and this basically describes me to a T when it comes to my relationships, especially ones I've been in recently. Like even with my ex-girlfriend, I feel like I needed this song like 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, in a way, but at the same time, this song basically came at a time, like this whole album actually, it came at a time when I was already having like some issues in my relationship, and you guys probably didn't know this, but I was like struggling throughout my almost my whole relationship with my ex-boyfriend. And I know that you guys make the jokes, make the comments that Alvin's sexting again. Oh, he's out there sexting his boyfriend. Thing is, I was basically doing that to try to keep him happy, because it's basically it. Like my ex-boyfriend, believe it or not, he was like a complete and utter horn dog, and it was all sex. Like, and that's the thing. That's why that's where the song "Mirror Ball" comes into play. I basically, because I was madly in love with him and I thought it was gonna work, and I wanted to show that I could be anything for him. And so in a way, in my opinion, Mirror Ball and This Is Me Trying both complement each other so well, because like this is basically like how I felt like when I'm in a relationship. I mean, when I'm really deeply in love with someone. So yeah, definitely very relatable, and it's one of my favorites. But yeah, I love it. Yeah. but yeah, I don't know if you had anything else to say about This Is Me Trying, Trish. But yeah.
No, it's one of my favorite songs on the entire album. It's beautiful.
But oh yeah, not to mention, I love the way she starts off the song. Like this song is so catchy. Like I love how she starts it. I've been having a hard time adjusting. I had the shiniest wheels, now they're rusting. I don't know if you'd care if I came back. I have a lot of regrets about that. I pulled the car off the road to the lookout. Could have followed my fears all the way down, and maybe I don't quite know what to say, but I'm here in your doorway. Wait, actually, reading that back now, that lyrics. Now, I'm not saying that this is actually true. That this is because a lot of the speculation I get is actually from like other friends are saying, because I follow some Swifties on Twitter and I watch like YouTube videos about Easter eggs and stuff. Now, I'm not saying this is true, and Trish, I mean, this thing came as a like I don't know, kind of a mind blown like fact. Because I don't even know if it's actually a fact. It's more of a pretty much a legend about this whole album. But when I don't know if you noticed this, but there seems to be a few like I guess metaphors in the album that some people think could be a metaphor for suicide. I don't know if you
actually kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I don't know if you thought like, because what the lyric. I poured the car off the road to the lookout. Could have followed my fears all the way down. So
Give me a reason.
yeah, is she alluding to the fact of like looking off the side of a cliff and deciding whether or not to jump, like jump off a bridge or something? I mean, it's basically
that's kind of the way it sounds. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you believe there is suicide metaphors in this? Yeah. Album, because this isn't the only song that has that. I mean, like when you said give me a reason. There's another song on the album that has a very similar like illusion or something. So I mean, I just thought I would mention that because I don't know if you knew that, and I've never heard Taylor allude to suicide before, so that's actually very interesting.
Just wait for it, Elsa. Just wait for it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Oh yeah. Me and Elsa were talking about that earlier because I was telling her about my thoughts on the album, on that album.
Not worth the 2.5-year wait. Thank you for nothing, Garth. Anyway, song number 10, Illicit Affairs.
Illicit Affairs. Okay. Yeah. Track number 10, Illicit Affairs. This may come as a shock to you, and you're probably going to find out some things about me that you didn't know. But this shows you just how crazy and messed up my relationship with my ex-boyfriend was. But yeah, this song is called Illicit Affairs. It's also another one of my favorite songs on the whole entire album. I love this song from start to finish, and I know not everybody can relate to it. Because it basically, basically it's a song about like it tackles the idea of infidelity and like adultery and things like that, and basically trying to like keep it on the down low that you're basically having an illicit affair with someone, and illicit means forbidden, so it makes you wonder what kind of affair. I mean, is Taylor actually alluding to in the song? Not to mention there was a speculation for a while there, but I think it's already been debunked. But there was a rumors when the album first came out that this song may have been originally in the 3-song love triangle story because it was about like an affair. But I think maybe it's a song that may complement the 3-song love triangle. But I don't think it actually fits completely in the 3-song love triangle. But I do love that Taylor is actually singing a song about this particular subject, like the conception of infidelity, and basically singing about how basically not only about the whole guilt feeling of like cheating or like committing adultery or anything like that, but also the high that sometimes comes with it, because some people do it just because of the rush. I mean, not saying that everybody has a rush like cheating, but I'll be honest with you, this may sound crazy, because in my relationship with my ex-boyfriend, because I knew he was like he had other accounts, and I wanted to be with him on pretty much all of his accounts because I was like so crazy about him. I was scared he was using these other accounts to cheat on me. So I would then try to get in a relationship with my ex-boyfriend on these other accounts that he wouldn't even admit to being him. So in a way, I was like cheating on my ex with my ex. That doesn't sound like I even said that in a podcast, and I also thought it was funny that it's just like that's cheating on my ex with my ex. But yeah, this is definitely one of the songs I feel I can relate to in that sentiment, and I love the lyrics of the song. I love everything about the song. I especially love the bridge. My favorite part of this whole entire song is actually the last minute of it, like because she says, "And you want to scream? Don't call me kid. Don't call me baby. Look at this godforsaken mess that you made me. You showed me colors you know I can't see with anyone else. Don't call me kid. Don't call me baby. Look at this idiotic fool that you made me. You taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else. And you know damn well for you I would ruin myself a million little times."
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically how I felt when I was in my relationship with my ex-boyfriend. Like that just gives you an idea of where my relationship with my ex-boyfriend basically went. But yeah, so as bad as it sounds, I started to get off on that kind of impression away of cheating on my ex-boyfriend with my ex-boyfriend. Like because I knew that he would not then he would try to call me out and try to start drama about it, and so then I would be called a cheater or something, and I mean we would somehow make up and things like that, but I don't know, it became too much at the end, and he ended up killing off the girl anyway that I cheated on him with, which is nothing. Like my ex-boyfriend is so he's so messed up in the head. But yeah, I love that Taylor tackled this particular subject though, in infidelity. Like I know it's kind of looked down upon, and in my opinion, it's one of my favorite songs on the topic. Like I think I even like this song more than Garth's song, "The Thunder Rose," which is also kind of about that particular subject. But yeah, I feel like this is one of the best. I feel like Taylor basically nailed it on the head of what it's like when you're actually having an affair with someone when you're with someone else. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the song, Trish?
Guys, I'll answer your questions in just a minute. Yeah, basically, it is a song about having an affair, but it's also about the effect that it has on at least one of the people.
Yeah.
It's two people having an affair and how they sneak around so that they don't get caught. And when the affair ends, at least one of them is just completely destroyed because what they felt was more than just an affair. For them, it was true love. And now that it's over, they're totally crushed. So I thought she told that story very well. She covered this subject in a way that you probably wouldn't expect, because usually if you think affair, you're thinking somebody's just fooling around, and both of them are just bad people.
Yeah.
But what you don't realize is, first of all, everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
And at least one of the people in the affair didn't feel like it was a mistake because they thought they were truly in love. And then when the affair ends, for whatever reason, at least one of those people is completely crushed because it's over. And that's the side that nobody ever sees. They always just think, well, you shouldn't have been fooling around. Well, probably not. But hey, love is love. And we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. So it's a great song. No, Raymond, to answer your question, it's not anchored to the floor. And actually, I hadn't paid any attention, Robert, but I will go back after tonight's stream and re-listen to that. And I will go back and listen to the original version because I still have it downloaded. And I will see the difference, because what I was thinking was Not Stronger Than Me, the other one, Courage of Love.
Oh, yeah, Courage of Love.
I think he re-recorded that one, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, I did want to mention that I listened to Ferris. See, this may give away kind of like my top 5, top 6. But this song is actually one of my absolute favorites on the album, Alyssa to Ferris. And believe it or not, it's my second favorite song on the whole album. It's only beaten by one other song on this album. And we haven't even got to my absolute favorite song on this album yet. Elsa.
In charge of lighting, it will be dark the whole time, so I don't see anything.
I love a country fan asked, so are you going to listen to Taylor's new album?
You're going away.
Yeah. I'm okay, Richard. I don't really like that. Take me out of that little fantasy.
And Country Fan, I did watch that trailer, and oh dear God, I cannot wait to see that. And yes, you said you have a question. Go ahead and ask me. I don't roll like that. Take me out of that little fantasy. Yeah, she don't butter her bread on that side.
Well, damn, Elsa. What kind of question is that, Chris? Definitely not. Come on, Elsa. This is going to be your favorite album of all time. Of all time.
Okay, because I was thinking that he re-recorded it when I listened to it last night. But I'll have to go back and listen to the other one, Stronger Than Me, to see, and I will listen to both of them so I can see the original version that we got and the version we got last night and see if there's a difference. Okay, track number 11. Sweet. Okay, yeah. Invisible String. Okay, now my notes on this is very short because to me, it means one thing. And it's this: all the bad relationships that you have in your life are worth it because they all lead you to the one that you're meant to be with.
Yeah, I love that
Basically,
sentiment.
that's what the song is about to me.
Yeah, Elsa, I seriously doubt it. I would smell it. But yeah, I actually love that. Like, that's a good way to say that. I mean, that's great. So, you don't get anything else? Oh, I thought you had more to add.
It's a beautiful song. I love it. And she nails it.
Okay. But yeah, in my opinion, this song reminds me a lot of Taylor's title track from her Lover album, Lover. This song sounds like it's very similar. Like in production wise, even lyrics, just the way she sings it, like her soft vocals. I don't know. There's just something like the melody of it all. It just reminds me of Lover from Taylor's 7th studio album that she released last year in 2019. But yeah, Invisible String. It's basically like it's like a sweet sentimental love song, and you just said it. I mean, pretty much perfectly. Like every relationship you get in, I mean, it's all going to be worth it in the end because it's going to lead you to who you're meant to be with. Like it's gonna eventually get you to your soulmate, and not to mention, I love the lyrics. Like, and isn't it just so pretty to think all along there was some invisible string tying you to me? But yeah, I absolutely love this song, and it's another great track on this album. It definitely fits on this album. So yeah, I really love it. Invisible String. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about that song either. It's just one of those sentimental love songs. But I mean, but although there was a point. Oh,
Taylor's next album should be titled Paul.
cool. Okay, that's funny. But yeah, believe it or not, I'm gonna like.
Sorry for not staying long. That's okay, country fan. We understand. If you need to go, honey, go ahead and go. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for stopping by for a few minutes.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, country fan. But yeah, Invisible String. Believe it or not, I can't believe I want to admit this, but I actually did once dedicate that song to my ex-boyfriend before I decided like it's not gonna work. Like it's just so crazy. So I guess that's how the song relates to me in that personal way. But I mean, like you said, I mean, maybe I'll eventually meet the person I'm meant to be with, like down the line. So Invisible String. I mean, I'm still holding out hope. tie that invisible string.
Yep.
So, but yeah, lovely song.
Okay, track number 12. Mad Woman.
Yeah, baby.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Albert.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it right off the bat. Mad Woman is my absolute favorite song on this whole entire album. This is the song on the album that blew my mind the most. That totally caught me off guard when I heard it the first time. And I was like totally just... it's almost like I was put in a trance. But I love Mad Woman. I love the concept of it. I love the lyrics. Not to mention the lyrics. This, in my opinion, is Taylor's big F-U to all the people in her life that have tried to destroy her career in one way or another. Like, this song goes out to Kanye, Kim, maybe even Justin Bieber, believe it or not, Scott Borchetta, Scooter Braun, all those people that tried to ruin Taylor's life in one way or another. And I just fucking love it. I'm just gonna... Not to mention, I love Taylor. This is like the first song on the album, one of them that Taylor starts dropping like F-bombs like crazy. Because she does. I do love the lyric where she says, because I've actually, believe it or not, Elsa, you're gonna love this because I've referenced this song so many times. I even started commenting lyrics from this song in one of Trish's streams before to see if you...
Like a mad woman.
Yeah, and see if you could guess it. But yeah, one time, believe it or not, Trish, I don't know if you caught this, but you did a stream not too long ago. I think this was actually a month or two ago, though, now. But there was a stream you did, and this was when we started first planning our Folkkore review. One time I jumped in the comments, and I was saying, I actually typed in the lyrics of the song to see if anyone could guess it. And I would guess that I was saying the lyrics to a Taylor song. And I had started out with, what did you think I'd say to that? Does a scorpion sting when fighting back? They strike to kill, and you know I will. You know I will. What do you sing on your drive home? Do you see my face in the neighbor's lawn? Does she smile, or does she mouth, fuck you forever? Every time you call me crazy, I get more crazy. What about that? And when you say I seem angry, I get more angry. and there's nothing like a mad woman. What a shame she went mad. No one likes a mad woman. You made her like that, and you poke that bear till her claws come out, and you find something to wrap your noose around, and there's nothing like a mad woman. But yeah, I remember typing that like lyrics, and I mean, in one of your streams, Trish, and Elsa actually said, "Let me guess, a Taylor song."
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you got awesome. But yeah, this is the song I reference the most. So I guess I kind of already was giving it away anyway. That this is my absolute favorite song on this album, and it's one of like this is actually the song on the album. Like if I could choose a song for Taylor to release as a single and make a music video for, it would be this song. I don't know. I would love a music video to this song, but I love Mad Taylor. Believe it or not, this song makes me think of "Look What You Made Me Do" or "Blank Space." It's kind of like this song is like if "Look What You Made Me Do" and "Blank Space" had a baby, but it would be Bad Woman, but a soft baby, like a soft baby, a soft version. Because "Blank Space" and "Look What You Made Me Do" were a lot more upbeat. But this is Taylor. She's basically, you could tell she's mad as hell. But yet, the way she's singing is very soft and calm and collected, which is just the irony of it all. But yeah, like I said, this song is basically a big FU to a lot of people in Taylor's life that Taylor's had to deal with on a daily basis, basically like Scooter Braun, Scott Borchetta, the whole Kanye situation. Although there was one lyric in particular when this album first came, or when this album first came out, I remember because one of my favorite lyrics from the song was actually the bridge, which is actually ironic because I keep talking about the bridges on certain songs on this album because they're that good, but I love the bridge on this one because she says, "I'm taking my time because you took everything from me. Watching you climb over people like me. The master of spin has a couple side flings. Good wives always know. She should be mad. She should be skating like me. But no one likes a mad woman." Now, when I heard that lyric for the first time, the master of spin has a couple of side flings. Good wives always know. I honestly thought that line was about Justin Bieber. That Justin Bieber was like the master of spin. That's what they call like spinning a record, like because Justin Bieber because he was like this big popular artist and he always had like songs like big hits on the radio and everything. And I thought Taylor was calling Justin Bieber out for being a cheater because Justin Bieber is the ex of Taylor's best friend Selena Gomez. So I thought maybe that could be it, but I don't know who she's actually singing about. I mean, it could be like Scooter Braun and his wife or something, but I don't know. But yeah, I absolutely love the song, and I love how it's a big FU to her haters and people in her life that have tried to destroy her career in one way or another. So yeah, I love this song, and it's my absolute favorite Taylor song on this album of all time. So yeah, what do you got to say, Trish?
London, welcome. Well, that's
yeah,
okay. You don't have to like Taylor to hang out with us.
Oh yeah, hey Landon.
We're just glad to see you.
Yeah.
Okay, Mad Woman. Yes, I do think it's a big FU to people that have screwed her over. And the way I take the song is, you screwed me over, and now you can't understand why I'm mad. You can't understand why I can't just let it go.
Yeah.
I'm going to strike back.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's what she's doing now.
Yeah.
She's striking back by taking back the power by re-recording her songs.
Oh, so,
yeah. That's like a big, FU to Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta.
Yeah.
And anybody else that has ever screwed her over.
Yeah, I still remember how mad you got when the news broke last year in 2019 that Scott Borchetta had sold Masters, the Scooter Braun. Like I remember that pissed you so off. Like I feel like you wanted to go on a rant then and there about that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you still get mad when we even bring up their names because like
Yeah,
I still can't believe it.
I don't even like for their names to come out of my mouth. I can't stand them.
Yeah, I feel like
I love the song "Mad Woman."
Yeah, Mad Woman. Okay.
It's actually not in my top 5, but I still love the song.
Okay.
Okay, track 13, Epiphany. Okay, now people are going to interpret this song differently.
Yeah.
I think it is a beautifully sad song, but because of what we know about her family, it makes me wonder if it's about her mom.
Oh.
Because if you listen to the lyrics and you interpret them a certain way, it's someone you love going through something awful, but you standing by them through all of it. With you I serve, with you I fall down. It's like when I hurt, you hurt. When you hurt, I hurt. Hold your hand through the plastic now. Doc, I think she's crashing out. I think that what it makes me think of is the fear of losing her mom because she's going through cancer. And the line where she says that about sleeping for only 20 minutes at a time, that's exactly how you are when you're at the hospital with somebody that's in the hospital because they're sick, and you're right there by their side because you care that much about them. You're not getting a lot of sleep, and you're trying to be there for that person because you love them. Yeah. And that's what made me think maybe it was about her mom and her fear of losing her mom to cancer. Yeah. So to me, which I'm probably interpreting it different than anybody else would, but that's kind of the gist I get from the song. If you listen to it, you may get a different realization of it. You may interpret it differently than I do, but that's kind of how I took it. But I love the song. I just think it's tragically beautiful. But album, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I love the song too. It is like really tragically beautiful, like you said. Epiphany, I took it a little bit differently, but at the same time, now that you say that, it could actually be another song about her mother and her mother's like battle with cancer and all that. But I don't know. I feel like it could also, at least what I've read online, it seems like it could also have something to do with the state of the world right now, I guess, with this whole pandemic going on. I feel like if there's one song on this album that you could kind of dedicate to, like, I don't know, the whole COVID-19 pandemic, I feel like this would be it. Like Epiphany feels like it's a song that I'm wondering if that's where the inspiration came from, was the state of the world right now, like that with the whole pandemic going on. Like maybe that's what originally inspired Taylor to write the song, but maybe she did put some stuff in it about like her thoughts about her mom and everything. So, but yeah, it's a very beautiful song, and it's not in my top 5, but it's still a very beautiful, sentimental song, and I love Taylor's voice on it. Like, even the way she sings on this song it's actually very interesting, because Taylor actually sings on this song different than any song I've ever heard her sing. Like, I mean, she already does that pretty much every other song on this album, but this one in particular, like, I'm wondering, like, I mean, just her vocals are just kind of like on point, especially when she sings like something med school did not cover, and then she says someone's daughter, someone's mother. Like, I don't know, it's just this song. Just it's a very beautiful, sentimental song, and I love it. Oh, I just saw Elsa's comment. I have an epiphany. What about Taylor sucks, man? LOL.
That's why I was sitting over here snickering.
Damn it, Elsie! You made us laugh on a very beautiful, sad song. But yeah, it's a great song. I'm actually. Have you noticed that about this album, Taylor Trish? Some of the song titles for this album, even when Taylor first announced the album and revealed like the track listing, I was automatically curious about the songs because even the track listing was very shocking to me. Like there was a song called Exile on this album, which totally caught me off guard before I even heard it. I had no idea what that song was going to be about, but it was like Taylor must have really went to town on her songwriting for this album. Like the title of a song called Exile, a song called Epiphany. Like I was like, what the hell?
Oh, hell no, Pump Master. Stay right where you are.
Oh, wait. So you might need to get a visit from the Pump Master.
Okay, Alvin, you want to give us track number 14?
Oh, yes. Track number 14. First, I'm going to say, before I even heard the song for the first time, when I just saw the track listing and I saw that there was a song on this album, which is track 14, titled Betty, it immediately resonated with me in a way. Not probably for the reason you think is I didn't even know what the song was about. It's just my grandmother's name was Betty. So I actually have a grandma. I actually have a grandma Betty, and I mean she passed away back in 2009. And I was like I grew up a real grandma's boy. I was even mentioning that. I was even talking to Elsa about that earlier because we were talking about Shania Twain and how her Up album just turned 18 today. And I was telling Elsa how Up was the very first Shania album I ever owned, along with Coming Over, because I got them for Christmas from my grandma. And I remember when I first discovered Shania Twain in the first place, which was at my grandma's apartment. But yeah, I'm getting, I guess, kind of ahead of myself. But yeah, it's just the song Betty. It's just it resonated with me in a way because I actually have a grandma Betty, and the fact that it was track 14, because 14 is kind of like my lucky number because I was born on the 14th of the month, which is actually February 14th. And my grandma's birthday was actually June 7th. And 7 plus 7 is 14. So I just thought that was a very interesting coincidence there. But besides that fact, Betty is one of the songs that fits into the whole the 3-song love triangle. And this is actually other perspective of a 17-year-old boy named James. But I will be honest with you, when I first heard the song for the first time, I didn't even know that James was a boy. I mean, there was a time. I mean, when the song first came out, I actually thought this was going to be like Taylor's gay anthem, like she had wrote from the perspective of a woman. Not saying.
You're not the only one that thought that. I saw it online. People talking about it.
Yeah,
so, dude, do y'all even listen to the lyrics? It obviously states right in it. It's not about a gay girl. It's about a guy fooling around. Well, you know.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's basically about a guy. Basically, the song is basically about a 17-year-old boy who's basically trying to apologize to the girl that he cheated on, which is Betty, and who he was supposed to be dating, but he had an affair with this other woman, and basically the messenger was I think this girl named Inez. I think is the one who was basically because James actually states in the song that you heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says most times, but this time it was true. The worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you. And I love that song. And I'll be honest with you, because of the little somewhat affair I was having when I was with my ex-boyfriend, I was cheating on my ex with my ex. It's crazy to say it like that, but when he just made a whole drama episode out of the whole thing, and I was trying to apologize, trying to fix everything, and I actually did kind of dedicate the song to him, like in a way, trying to word it from my perspective, and I basically did say the same thing, like the worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you. And I mean, as ironic as it sounds, that shows you just how messed up that shows you just how messed up my relationship with my ex-boyfriend was. But yeah, a very relatable song in a way. I mean, I'm sure some people have gone through this, like, and not to mention because even James states in the song it was just a summer thing, like he didn't know what he was thinking. That please forgive me and give me another chance. I also love how Taylor. This was another song on the album that was. I mean, this song was explicit. She actually dropped the F bomb a couple times. There was a clean, there was a clean version of the song as well.
Mhm.
I mean, there's clean versions of pretty much every song on this album because I think because I remember when you told me, Trish, that did I know that there was two versions of this album, a clean version and an explicit version. But yeah, the explicit version is, I mean, in the chorus when James says, "But if I just showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go fuck myself or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know I miss you." And I absolutely love that. I also wanted to point out that Taylor had performed this song for the first time at the ACM Awards a couple months ago. But she did change the lyrics, bro. She basically sung the clean version where she said, "Would you tell me to go straight to hell?" I think she said in that version that she performed live on TV. Which I thought was also interesting because when Taylor performed Betty at the ACM Awards, it was the first time that Taylor had performed at a country music award show in 7 years. So it was a big deal. And I honestly thought maybe Taylor chose to perform this song at the ACMs as maybe this was a letter that, like, basically she was dedicating the song to country music because, like, she did kind of leave country music for pop. And now maybe she's slowly trying to get back into country music, but she wonders if country music will even take her back. I mean, that's basically how I take it. Maybe that's why, because I love it because there's a part of the song where Taylor will literally sing that, like, what if I showed up at your party? And then she said, yeah, I showed up at your party. Will you have me? Will you love me? Will you kiss me on the porch in front of all your stupid friends? If you kiss me, will it be just like I dreamed it? Will it pat your broken wings? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. Like, maybe she's trying to sing that she misses country music and, like, would we have her back? So, I mean, so I thought that was also, at least that's how I take it, why she performed it at the ACM Awards. But in all honesty, I mean, the song is about, like, that three song love triangle. But oh yeah, I also did think of Betty White as well. Also, I mean, well, I saw that. That's why you commented about Betty White. Like, I mean, the name Betty. So yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's also one of my favorite songs on the album. And I love a music video for it. So what are your thoughts on the song?
Oh, I love the song, and I don't even have to explain it because you nailed it.
Okay.
And yes, it is the third song in the love triangle on the album.
Yeah.
So Betty is written beautifully. It's genius the way she connected those three songs, and you have to pay close attention. But if you're paying attention, you'll catch it pretty quick that these three songs connect. And once I was able to listen to the entire album without,
Interruption.
yeah, well, I mean, one song at a time here and there, I actually caught the connections between the three songs. So yeah, it's a great song, and it's so real because that happens all the time with teenagers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just a beautiful song, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay, track number 15 is called Peace. Oh my God. Oh.
Okay, I feel like Trish really loves this one. Oh, because I'll be honest with you, when Trish first sent me an invite, This was a song Trish was playing in the background.
I don't know what you're talking about, Alvin.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. I was like, why do I give away your secrets?
She loves him and understands him in a way that no one else ever has. She will always be there for him, no matter what. She would do anything for him and anything to protect him. But with everything that it takes to be with her, because she is famous, would being with her really be worth it if she could never give him true peace, simply because of all the drama and the crap that comes with being in a relationship with somebody that is that famous?
Yeah.
Would it be worth it for him if she could never show him true peace because of all the crap that surrounds her all the time? That is how I take that song. That may not be what she meant at all, but listening to her sing it, listening to the lyrics, and knowing what she's been through with the stupid paparazzi and the haters, it just makes me wonder if that's where that song came from.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to be in a relationship with somebody that's hugely famous because of how they're treated in the media and the paparazzi and the press and insane fans and all the drama that comes with being famous. Can somebody be with that person and understand that and accept it and still find peace in the relationship?
Yeah.
I think she did a fantastic job. And yeah, I do love this song. This is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah.
So I think she did a fantastic job in describing it in detail, actually. At least the way I interpret it. But I love it. Alvin, what do you think?
Okay. Yeah, I love this song too. I'll be honest with you, it's not one of my absolute favorites on the album, but I do actually really enjoy the song as well. And I did want to point out that, Jerry, I did see your comment where you said all songs have an Alvin story for them. LOL, love it. Let's see, I told you, especially with this song, Folkkore, I told you that Folkkore basically describes my 2020. Like, that's why I feel like I'm always going to listen to this album now and think about, oh, yeah, that's what my life was like back then. That's what I was going through. I mean, so, but yeah, Peace was another song. Now, I'll be honest with you, I do understand where you're coming from there, Trish, about, like, dating someone famous and, like, I mean, because, I mean, other people come to mind, like Britney Spears, for example. Even, like, her relationships are just kind of, I mean, like, crazy as well. It's like, because even, I think Britney has actually been, like, cheated on and broken up with. I think it's because maybe the media had something to do with it as well. But yeah, I really understand where you come from there because, I mean, dating someone like Taylor Swift, I mean, there's a lot riding on that, and like a lot of, I mean, you're basically sacrificing your privacy in a way, dating a celebrity. But yeah, so I definitely understand that. But with that out of the way, where this song comes into play in my life, in my story, is like, now this may, like, I don't know, this is like maybe stretching what this song is about and everything, but I'm just going to say it like where I take this song personally in my life, or love life, I should say, is when I was with my ex-boyfriend, for example. Oh, wait, everything okay, Trish? Oh, okay. But yeah, where I take it, or at least in my life, and like when I was with my ex-boyfriend, because I was kind of somewhat, I don't know, cheating on my ex-boyfriend with my ex-boyfriend on his other account and everything. I mean, that was basically it. I was basically like, I feel like even my ex knew it. Like, I was never going to give him peace. Like, he was probably trying to role play, like, as this other character, and I mean, go about his business, but yet I was always hitting him up, even like on all his accounts and stuff, because I was like, because I just wanted to make sure that he like. It's almost like I wanted him all to myself, but I knew he was secretly, I don't know, having affairs behind my back and things like that. And I don't know, that's just how crazy messed up that relationship was. But yeah, I do. But yeah, that's one reason why part of the lyrics, but especially the chorus. But I'm a fire and I'll keep your brick heart warm. If your cascade ocean waves blues come, all these people think love's for show, but I would die for you in secret. The devil's in the details, but you got a friend in me. Would it be enough if I could never give you peace? And that's basically how I felt in like my past relationship. But I do love the lyrics. I also love how Taylor actually says in the song, "Give you my wild, give you a child," which is actually ironic because when this album first came out and Taylor released that music video, we thought maybe she was secretly pregnant. I mean, and because me and Trish were talking about that, and I was like, if you listen to the lyrics in our song "Peace," she did mention about "give you a child," like maybe she's thinking about settling down with Joe. I mean, not to mention, oh yeah, I did want to speak about that because I think Taylor has mentioned this song is, I think, one of the most personal to, at least this may be the only really personal song on the album to her, because every other song on the album, she's basically, telling another person's story, not really about her, but other people. But I think this is the only song on the album that she actually would pertain to her own real life, because I think she had actually mentioned how peace is actually more rooted in my personal life. It comes after carving out a human life within a public life, and how scary that could be when you do fall in love and you meet someone, especially if you met someone who has a very grounded, normal way of living. And I oftentimes, in my anxieties, can control how I am as a person and how normal I act and realize things. But I cannot control if there are 20 photographers outside in the bushes and what they do, and if they follow our car, and if they interrupt our lives. I can't control if there's going to be a fake weird headline about us in the news tomorrow. Think that in knowing him and being in the relationship I am in now, I have definitely made decisions that have made my life feel more like a real life and less like just a storyline to be commented on in the tabloids. Whether that's deciding where to live, who to hang out with, when to not take a picture, the idea of privacy feels so strange to try to explain, but it's really just trying to find bits of normalcy. That's what the piece is talking about. Like, would it be enough if I could never fully achieve the normalcy that we both crave? So, that's basically in the words. Taylor actually said that. Oh yes, it says Swift. Oh yes, Swift spoke about the song in a November 2020 piece for Rolling Stone. Oh yeah, this was the interview that because this is what I'm reading online. I have the lyrics put up, and yeah, this is what in the interview that she had along with Paul McCartney in the Rolling Stone issue of the magazine. But yeah, she talked about how peace is actually personal to her. So, in my opinion, at least as far as I know, this is the only song on the album that Taylor would personalize to her own real life. So, but yeah, a good song, like you said, Trish. So, and I know but yeah. So did you want to move on to the next track?
Actually, and I know people might find it odd, but it's actually one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I thought it was interesting that Jerry said it wasn't one of his favorites. Well, he wasn't a huge fan of it. Damn it, Richard, you made a comment with your dirty sounding account.
Yes, there's a reason I didn't yell that out when it came up.
Oh my God. I didn't even realize that was Richard. I was like, who's that?
Yeah, he's had that for a while.
Okay. Yeah, not me.
And yes, I did grin.
Yeah, you did grin. Yeah, I'm still in it. LOL. Damn.
Oh, Alvin, I'm going to throw it back over to you for track number 16, Hoax.
Track number 16, Hoax. Now this is a song that basically puts the cherry on the top of basically my 2020, my past relationship with my ex-boyfriend, because it's literally called Hoax or what?
Okay, hang on. I just want to point out this is the last track on her regular album. Okay, so if you just have the regular album, this is the last track you have. There's one more after this, but it's only on the deluxe version. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why it's like, but yeah, this is the song on the album. Like, I actually feel like this was a very nice closer for the original version of the album, the regular version. Because not only is the song relatable in a way, like, this song is just, I don't know, it's very sentimental, and she sings very slowly but softly, and this song does sound kind of sad as well. And I love how tragic Taylor's voice sounds on this album. On this song, because it says because this basically is an appropriate final track to an album filled with melancholy and darkness. And basically, what I have written here, from what I found online, is Hoax narrates the struggles Taylor endures in a toxic relationship. Although she has been driven to the edge of hopelessness by her lover, Taylor is unable to let go of her doomed relationship. And I honestly can relate to that. And this song, believe it or not, I had all kinds of thoughts run through my mind when I first saw this song. Because when this album first came out, I was still actually in my toxic relationship with my ex-boyfriend. And it was really to that point of because I was believing in that relationship, I still tried to have faith. I still tried to believe that relationship was going to last. But even the lyrics where she says, "Your faithless love's the only hoax I believe in. Don't want no other shade of blue but you. No other sadness in the world would do." Which is actually ironic because, like I said, I was like kind of cheating on my ex-boyfriend. Well, on his other account, that he was role playing on, that I was kind of like having an affair with him on. That character actually, her trademark color was blue. So I don't know. So that's why I kind of, in some way, some way like. It makes me think of my ex-boyfriend, like this whole entire song. This song basically sums it up, how I felt in my past relationship with my ex-boyfriend, like my only one, my smoking gun, my eclipsed sun, this has broken me down, my twisted knife, my sleepless night, my winless fight, this has frozen my ground. And I mean, that's also ironic in the sense that my ex-boyfriend is like obsessed with guns, which should have already been a red flag. Like, why would I be someone that's like obsessed with guns and like obsessed with war and stuff like that? But yeah, it's just this song definitely. I mean, it just really holds, like, it really hits a little bit too close to home for me, especially in this past relationship. I also did want to point out before I finish talking about the song, but I did want to point out this song also has a lyric in the song that kind of alludes to suicide, when she says, stood on the cliffside screaming, "Give me a reason." And that's when she says, "Your faithless love's the only hoax I believe in. Don't want no other shade of blue but you. No other sadness in the world would do." But yeah, I love the lyrics of the song. This song is also another great example of Taylor's excellent, exquisite, like, songwriting. Like, I mean, very creative. That's very creative. Like, who says that in a song? Don't want no other shade of blue but you. No other sadness in the world would do. Like, I've never heard lines like that in a song.
Mm-hmm.
So that was very creative.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. And this song almost made it in my top 5, top 6. Because I just really love it. it's a very good final track on the original version of the album. So, yeah, what are your thoughts?
I agree with everything that you said, and to me, it actually does describe, from what I know of you and your relationship, it makes me think of you.
Wait, yeah, I was wondering when you heard this song, did you think because it's basically because I was basically I mean, what's this thing? I basically
Like the first song made me think of Wild Bill. This song
yeah,
makes me think of you
yeah,
because of what you've shared with us over this year about what you went through with your
yeah,
outlooks.
yeah,
And I mean, the way I take it is she was so in love with him, like you were so in love with him, that y'all would have done anything to be with that person. You would have
yeah,
even died to be with that person. You would have
yeah,
done anything for them, and you trusted them. But then they ended up hurting you just like everybody else did in your past relationships.
yeah.
So, yeah, I think she nailed it. And I know she doesn't know you, but it's almost like she wrote this song about you.
Yeah, that's one reason why when I heard this song I was like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
My ears are. No, Raymond, they're not. You've been around me too long. Your ears have not been virgin in a long time. But as a closer to the regular album, yeah, I think she nailed it. And you're right about the sound of her voice and the lyrics in the song. It is absolutely perfect. I mean, she puts lines in this that you've never heard anywhere else. And she makes them fit so perfectly. I love it. I really do. But honestly, I love the whole album. Okay, now, last track, 17. This is only on the deluxe version. This was the bonus track. It's called The Lakes. And the way I take it is, my headphones work wonders. Mitchell! Welcome! Or should I say, welcome back. Can't hear any exciting sounds of deep breathing. Nice. How are you doing? Oh, we're doing pretty good, Mitch. How are you doing? We lost Alvin. No, come back. We're almost done. Damn it. This happened last year. Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew.
Oh, hey.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. I was about to get rid of
yeah.
I just said, damn it, this happened last year. We got to the last track on the album last year and your power went out. I was about to get pissed. Not at you, at your power. I thought your power
Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, this time my power didn't go out. It's like I just have an internet connection problems or something. At least we're like on the final track. Well, we still got one more track. Like
yeah, this is it right here. This is the last one.
But
okay, now to me,
yeah,
the Lakes is
what? Oh, I was just gonna say that I'm glad you pointed out, or I'm glad that the song "The Hoax" actually made you think of me because I mean, like I said, like so. I mean, I love it. I love it when you listen to music and it makes you think about one of us. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god, like this song is so Alvin, or this song is so Wild Bill, or this song is so Elsa, or something like. I mean, so. But yeah, I love how you can kind of find a way to relate songs to each. But yeah, so you wanted to introduce the Lakes,
but other than that, good working full time and loving Shania and Taylor's music. Yes. Okay, last track. It's called The Lakes. Damn, I think he froze again. We're gonna lose him before we finish.
Yeah. The Lakes. Wait, am I freezing?
Okay, you're good now. All right. Okay. The Lakes is, the way I take it, basically a song about Taylor wants him to take her away somewhere, away from all the crap, away from all the drama, away from all the press, to a private place, to a cabin by a lake, and just enjoy the peace and the quiet and relax and not worry about the rest of the world and what they think of her and all the crap that they put her through and all the haters and how they're always coming down on her. And she just wants to be taken away by him and just enjoy it. Just enjoy the peace of being away from all the drama and the bullshit. And I freaking love this song. But that's just my take on it. Alvin, what's yours?
Okay, I absolutely love this song. And in my opinion, in my honest opinion of this song, it's the most poetic song on this whole entire album. Like, I don't know if you feel that way, because I guess every song and song can sound kind of like poetic to a point, because like the songwriting on this album is very, I don't know, it's very mind blowing. But the lyrics from this song, like, oh my god, this song is almost like Taylor Swift turned into like a modern day Shakespeare or something. Like, just the way she worded things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I mean, and people even say that people will sometimes refer to Taylor as the Shakespeare of our generation, at least in music. Like, she's like a musical Shakespeare. But yeah, I absolutely love this song. I love the lyrics, and I actually love the line where she sings about like a rose like frozen like in ice frozen ground, and there was no one around to tweet it. I actually love that line, and that actually goes to the point. Like, Taylor, like, it's basically she's saying she would love to like get away from the media, get away from social media, get away from like basically put your phones down and actually enjoy life for once. Like, enjoy the world for once because everything is so social media based now, and like because everything Taylor does, it always ends up on the news or in the media or on social media websites, and they're always like talking about it. So I love that whole reference to Twitter, and like, oh, they'll just take a picture of anything and then tweet it. Like, mm-hmm. I mean, but yeah, I mean, so I love that. But yeah, this song is just very poetic, and I love how she sings like "Take Me to the Lakes, where all the poets go to die." Like, I don't know, that's just very sentimental. It's very beautiful. It's very poetic, like I said, very poetic and beautiful, and I love it. And this was another song I almost came close to like putting like in a top 5 or top 10. but yeah, I mean, I love this song.
Okay.
Oh, everything okay? Or
yeah, I froze up for a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was me again. But yeah, but yeah, the Lake's a very good song. And not to mention that kind of pretty much sums up
Jerry even agrees that he says it's extremely poetic. Elsa, don't think I didn't see that. Yeah, you can kill her and dump her body in the lake. Until Friday the 13th.
Oh my God! So we can kill her and dump her.
Think about it. That's a really far out there connection that most people wouldn't have made. Lake,
Friday the 13th,
Crystal Lake, Friday the 13th.
Oh my God, that was great. See, also you did come with your A game like you said you would. But yeah, so we can kill and dump her body.
That's her A game. Come on now.
Yeah.
She's confusing as hell if you compare her to Shakespeare. I swear to God, I never could understand Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Half of what he wrote, I couldn't understand a damn thing about it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, things like, watch me screw this up, Hamlet and all that stuff, the way they talk, it's hard to understand them. You get the general gist of the story, but it's hard to understand what they're saying because of how they talk. Yeah, well, that's basically how I felt when listening to the song, because Taylor uses words in the song that I've never heard. I've never heard in a song before. Pretty grammatically confusing. Okay. I had to Google 1 or 2 words.
Yeah, well,
so bad, Jerry.
I'll be honest with you. One of the words I had to Google, because I had never heard it in a song before. I don't even know if I've ever heard it in real life, which is saying something. But one of the words that Taylor says in the song is elegies. I was like, what is that? What is she? I never heard elegies in a song
And
before.
that's when you go Google.
Yeah. But I did love how Taylor said the word muse in a song, and I actually love the word muse. I actually knew what that word meant, but I never heard anyone really sing it in a song like muse, like because at least I take it.
I have, but I don't remember who it was or what song it was.
Okay, so you've actually heard the word muse in a song.
Yeah,
but you rarely hear people. You rarely hear that song.
You never
that word. Yeah, in music. So I loved it, but yeah. Shut up, Taylor in the Lake. Oh, I just saw.
Yeah, me either. It sucked. What was the point in teaching us Shakespeare? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because I actually had to learn. Believe it or not, this may sound crazy, but back in drama class, back when I was in high school, when I was in drama, one of my assignments was, I guess, from Hamlet, and I actually had to memorize like a certain scene from Hamlet one time in drama, and I was like, how do I don't know. It's just Shakespeare just was always so confusing to me.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, that was one of the hardest subjects. I remember having to rehearse. I looked it up online, and like this was back when like some pages like Wikipedia was like very young, but I actually like looked it up on Wikipedia, and this was back in like 2007 or so. So this is like way back, at least for me. And I just remember having to rehearse Shakespeare. Why did we have to learn Shakespeare in school? Like, I feel like how's that going to lead us anywhere in life unless we're like trained to, like, even if we wanted to be an actor, why do we even need to know Shakespeare? Like,
yeah,
to be an actor, it just seems kind of meaningless to me. I mean, I don't know if you feel the same, Trish, but yeah, it's just okay. But yeah, so I guess that kind of wraps up the album.
Okay, well, you want to give your top 5?
Okay, top 5. Okay, now this might be a little bit weird. I kind of did a top 6 because I have so many songs on this album that it was me to narrow it down to top 5. So I guess you could call it a top 5 and an honorable. But in all honesty, it's kind of like a top 6. But the one who made a song, and I actually do it in order. So my song from my number 6 spot was "The Last Great American Dynasty." 5 is "My Tear Shay." 4 is "August." Number 3 is number 2 is "Illicit Affairs." And my number 1 song on the whole album is, of course, that I reference all the Mad Woman. But yeah, those are my top 6. So
nice. Okay, my top 5 from 5 to 1 is "Exile," "This Is Me Trying," "Betty," "The One," and my number 1 is "Peace."
what? No wonder you had to play that playing.
My honorable mention would have to be, beyond a shadow of any doubt, the whole freaking rest of the album.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, okay. Jerry's top 5 is from 5 to 1: "Illicit Affairs," "Invisible String," "This Is Me Trying," "Cardigan," and "My Tears Ricochet."
My Tears Ricochet.
My top 6. Oh, a top 6. You picked a bonus favorite crappy track.
Oh
Elsa! Oh my god! You almost made me pay on myself.
Yeah, you're gonna kill Trish before she can end the stream.
No, I am going to step away for a minute, and I'm going to give Alvin the floor. Since we finished our review, Alvin has something he would like to say, and I'm going to hand the floor to him. I'll be back in a minute. Elsa just tickled the piss out of me, literally.
So you gotta okay. Oh God, Elsa. Okay. I just want to say that people may not understand why some people listen to artists like Taylor Swift. But I always take it as this: music is a very universal thing, and I do believe that there will always be artists, even somewhat new artists or artists that still make music and release music even as years go by. There will always be artists who actually will still make good music, and not everything is crappy music or bad music. And because I know some people, I feel like some people live in like certain time periods. I guess like some people think that maybe that like nobody makes good music anymore. That like all music is crappy now, or things like that. But in my opinion, music is very universal, and there'll always be good music made in any decade you're in. And so I don't want like some people think that music died back in the '90s or the 2000s, but I always felt like music is still. I mean, there's still great music being made today, even by young artists like Taylor Swift. And some people like hate on Taylor because they basically put her in this little box and basically make it sound like Taylor only sings about like her ex-boyfriends, or she always sings these catchy pop songs. And I know not everybody into pop music or the whole modern pop, like I mean genre of music. But the thing is, Taylor always reinvents herself every time. Every time she releases a new album, every album always sounds different than the last one. Um, like folklore, for example. So for anybody who's not giving or who's not even taking the time to even attempt to listen to folklore because they think, oh, Taylor's going to be singing like she's going to be singing like something like about some high school drama, or she's going to be like singing some one of those catchy pop songs that is like an earworm and it gets stuck in her head, like that whole song "Me" or "Shake It Off" or "Bad Blood." I mean, you're not going to find any songs like that on folklore because there's hardly any upbeat songs on folklore. This whole album is basically full on slow soft, like basically with a whole folk sound. And even when Trish and I heard this album for the first time, Trish literally told me on Skype that after listening to this album the first time, she just had one thing to say, that this album, like she just has one opinion on the album. This album is basically for slow love making. And I could actually agree. This album, even though there's a lot of breakup songs on this album and things like that, I mean, a lot of sad songs. This album, actually, I could see this. I could see some people making love to this album. I mean, I'm just saying, but yeah, people hate on Taylor because they put her in this little box. They could she only sings this particular subject, or she only does this or does that. But folklore, you could tell the growth that Taylor has like gone as an artist. Like there's so much emotional growth, and like you could tell that Taylor is actually stepping into her own. Like you could tell Taylor is actually growing up. I mean, with her music. So Taylor's not. I mean, Taylor knows she's not like a teenager anymore. Yes, there was a few songs on this album about a teenage love triangle, like that. Like I mean, like I said, the song "Betty," where she's basically singing from the perspective of a 17-year-old boy. Um, but in all honesty, Taylor's just telling stories through her music. I mean, she's doing the same thing that like Carrie Underwood does, Shania Twain, Reba McEntire all do. I mean, even Dolly Parton. So, I mean, Taylor's really no different than a lot of these other big artists who have been around for decades. But I mean, it's just Taylor's music. It has this modern sound to it because she is a young artist, and I mean, I mean, it's hard to believe she's going to turn 31 next month. So, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out that Folklore is not your typical Taylor album. Yes, it is a Taylor Swift album, but when listening to it, like I said, Trish already, when she was listening to it, she already was like, this song sounds like this would be about that person. Like, put people in our group, because I'm not like trying to say any names or anything, but yeah, I'm just saying like, Taylor, like this album is so different for Taylor, and it actually makes me look so much. Makes me look forward to what else Taylor has in store for the future. Like, can you just imagine her 9th studio album after Folklore? How's she gonna top Folklore? I mean,
I can't imagine it, because you can never imagine what she comes out with.
Yeah.
You never expect it. You never see it coming.
Yeah. So that's why, in all honesty, Folklore is so different, and it has no pop songs on this album. This album is not pop at all. Like, it is so different. It's almost like it's in between being like folk songs and country songs.
And now I'm gone.
Oh yeah. Oh, you okay, Trish? Oh.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
I hear you. I hear
Whew.
you. Okay. Okay, but I also said so basically boring, Ella. No, it's not boring.
No, that's not what I would call it.
Like, I mean, like I said, Trish said she would make love to this album.
Absolutely. She's still young. Damn.
That means
many more albums are coming. No. Okay,
Yeah.
now I am going to ask for the floor, because I'm going to make an announcement. And Alvin, I'm sorry I didn't tell you this ahead of time, and I probably should have, but I've had so much on my mind today that I didn't even think to talk.
Oh,
to you.
I didn't know you.
Its title's Folklore. First, let me say I'm sorry for not being myself tonight. Just, emotional issues. I'm a woman. What can you say? But I have waited what it feels like forever to do this review. And Alvin, thank you for being so understanding about me not being able to do it because of my injury.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I'm just glad we got it finally done and over with. Not saying I wanted it to be over and done with. I'm glad we finally got to do it, so I can finally say.
It also sees it as folklore, not folklore, it seems. The floor is yours.
That was clever, Jerry.
Well, then, no naked land for me, then. Okay, guys, my sort of announcement is going to be this. Now that I finally got to do, or we finally got to do the folklore review, that is going to be the last review. I'm sorry, let me try that again. This is going to be the last review that I do. I figure end it on a high note, end it with Taylor, and end it with Alvin. Unless my situation changes, or until my situation changes, I can't come up with enough time and enough stress-free moments that I can sit down and listen and enjoy and actually take notes and do what I need to do. And I'm not going to half-ass something. Okay. The reason it took so long for us to do this Taylor review is because I refuse to half-ass something. When I do it with my whole heart. And if I can't do it with my whole heart, I'm not going to do it at all.
Yeah.
And unless and until my situation changes and I can get freed up and really have the time to sit down and do it the right way, I won't do any more reviews. So this is going to be the last one that I do. Sorry to drop that on you, Alvin.
Yeah.
I just had so much on my mind. I didn't think to talk to you about it earlier. But I wanted us to get this review. I wanted us to do this one. I have wanted to do this one since the day that album dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you mentioned it in that Skype message that we had after the album dropped. we mentioned about how we wanted to do a review on the album. That in July.
Fun. You dodged a bullet because Garth is on the horizon.
So we're not doing a review or at least starting soon, or
I'll be able to rip into the Fun album. I'll consider it, guys, but honestly, it's going to take a lot for me to do it because I have so much going and I have so much shit happening that if I can't, like I said, if I can't put my whole heart into it, I won't do it because I won't half-ass something. If I do something that I love, then I'm going to do it wholeheartedly, and I'm going to do it justice. And because of my current situation, I can't do that. Yeah. So at some point, we may actually review the Fun album, but if we do, it's going to be a while before we do. Yeah. Because I don't feel right about having to constantly reschedule because I can't keep up.
Yeah, so most likely it would be in.
That's not right for you guys, and it's not right for me to do you that way. Yeah. I know you guys understand because I'm busy and because of Grand Central Station, but I just don't feel right about having to constantly postpone. So yeah, if we do the Fun album review, it's going to be a while before we get to it.
So it'll probably be next year, 2021 sometime. Or 2022. I mean, you never know.
Well, I mean, eventually it will probably happen, but
yeah,
I have got to get everything straightened out first.
Yeah.
And get everything under control before I can. Need to slow down, woman. Pace yourself. Yes, I know.
Yeah,
Which is why I just made the announcement that this will be our last review.
Yeah. Not to mention, I mean, maybe we just need to wait until Lazy Trish returns.
Yes, that would be nice. It would be nice if Lazy Trish could return.
Lazy Trish, but yeah, everyone else said you need to slow down, woman. Pace yourself.
Yeah.
Lock the door and close Grand Central Station.
It doesn't do any good. It really don't.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought that's what you were kind of hoping for, like trying to close Grand Central.
No, it's just that if people can't get through the door, they just knock on it, and they'll knock until you answer, or they will message me on the phone, or they will walk into the room to tell you something, even though it's not anything vital. They're going to interrupt you, and they're going to say things like, sorry, last time, I promise. Or, okay, look, I know you're busy, but. And I just can't. It irritates the shit out of me, and I'm going to end up screaming and cussing at somebody that I care about because they can't show me enough respect to back the fuck off and let me do something that I love.
Yeah. It's crazy to think how much people need you. I mean, people just... Like, you get a lot of attention, Trish. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah, it's just like everybody's wanting your attention.
Break on the Fun album. I can do it on my channel next month. Huh.
Wait, what do you mean?
I think he's offering to review the Fun album on his channel.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering if you would be up to that, Trish, because I know you usually for the reviews, but I mean, since there was like 2 or 3, or at least 2 or 3 or 4 of us or Garth fans that we could possibly do it. But
yeah, I mean, you guys are more than welcome to do it without me. I don't mind that at all. And no, I wouldn't be offended by that. And yes, Jerry, people tend to just barge into my house.
Yeah, people just barge into my house. But
yeah, so Richard, if you or Alvin or Wild Bill or anybody, even Robert, if you guys want to cover the album, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have the corner. I have not cornered the market on doing reviews. If you guys want to do a review, please feel more than free to do so. I won't be offended, and I will try my best to be here to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I can make nasty comments.
Yeah. So you wouldn't mind if I eventually started doing... Yeah.
No, I'm already preparing the comments in my head. Garth sucks.
Yeah, Garth sucks.
Terrible. This song sucks. This song is awful. I'm already preparing the comments in my head.
Oh my God. Wait, you should actually be in the comments. That would be lovely. I mean, just... I know it's great seeing, having you on camera as well, but still, that would be...
You can land. I'll come through the window. Oh, God.
But yeah, I was thinking maybe eventually I may start doing album reviews or something. But
okay.
I mean, So you could stay tuned for that if I start doing streams like that. But yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad you kind of like if this has to happen, like if you are really done like with reviews, I guess it is best to end on a high note, like on a Taylor album. So.
Oh, Robert said, no, it's not going to be a true damn review without Trish. I refuse to do a review without you.
Aw, Roberto. Jerry said, rip up my eardrums and stomp on them. Damn.
Oh, a minute. I need to check something. 1, 2, 3. Guys, I just thought about something.
What?
December the 3rd falls on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursdays are my stream nights.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm going to give you the heads up, and I will let you know details later. My son's birthday is the 3rd.
Yeah.
If he chooses to want to spend that entire day with me, I may not be streaming that night. Because if he wants that time with me for himself, I will give him that for his birthday. Okay. But, if he doesn't want to hang out with mom, I'm cool with that too. So I will kind of have to let you know. But it just hit me all of a sudden. The 3rd is coming up quick, and that falls on a Thursday. So if he wants me to be with him instead, I will hang out with him. But if he would rather be like, no, mom, go away.
Yeah.
How I want, I'm cool with that too. So I will let you guys know. Charlie Pride, best singer ever. Why did he do a song with Hootad? We don't know.
Yeah, the word may never know. Yeah, what about Chipmunks music? Chipmunk music.
It doesn't matter what kind of music it is. I still can't do it. I don't have time.
Damn.
And I'm not good at handling stress anymore. Used to be, but
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I remember last year you basically thought you needed to cut out album reviews completely because you could never find time to listen to an album. Not because you were basically, not to mention you were already tackling one so much because you had like your podcasts and all your YouTube channels and stuff like that. And you said, I think you said you almost had a heart attack or something.
I did
last year. So
I came close, yeah. That's the reason I had to quit. I do things because I enjoy them.
Yeah.
I will take on too much without realizing it.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. It's not me taking on too much at this moment. It's people showing lack of respect.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to scream and cuss out people that I care about.
Yeah.
But they really need to back the fuck off.
Yeah. You said yourself, sometimes you can push too far and so yeah, I definitely totally understand where you're coming from, Trish. So not to mention you said sometimes those times that you can become like the biggest bitch from the planet.
Oh yes I can. I don't like to go there, but it does happen occasionally.
Yeah. Another
woman that is stressed and needs some pump master visit.
Yeah, baby. I say enough.
Okay, well, guys, I'm going to go heat up some Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah,
Alvin,
I need it. Yeah.
For doing this review with me.
You're very welcome, Trish.
And guys, thank you for hanging out in the comments and being on your A game.
Yeah, on your A game. Yeah, Elsa, you brought it. Aren't you happy? Elsa, you brought it.
I wasn't kidding. I almost peed on myself. She had me laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Just went, floor's yours. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, Elsa, maybe you should move to Rabbits and he can stay in the apartment. Seems like the best place to have a little privacy.
Isn't it though? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to set real boundaries. People barging into your house is disrespectful.
Well, technically, there's only one person that barges in, but she has my permission to do so.
Yeah.
All right, but
oh yeah, I'll see you when I see you, Elsa. Oh, but yeah, I'll see you when I see you too.
Okay, well, I will be back on Monday.
Yeah.
Not sure, but I think Wild Bill might be streaming Saturday.
Yeah.
And Richard is streaming Friday. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's Thursday, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if Wild Bill streams Saturday, do you plan on popping in on his stream?
I have no idea. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Okay, Saturday. So okay.
Everything's just up in the air with me right now.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you for hanging out and making me laugh and having such a wonderful time.
But yeah, I'm glad we did this review. We finally did another Taylor review. It's been over a year, but I mean, I'm glad we did
Isn't
it.
she moving in with Timmer?
Timmer?
That's kind of on hold. He might be moving in with her instead, but everything there is kind of on hold too. They've got to take care of a few things first.
Okay.
Anyway, Alvin, would you like to do your sign off?
Yeah. But yeah. This is a fun review, and I really enjoyed it. We finally reviewed Taylor once again. But yeah, this has been your favorite Chipmunk Boy Alvin here. And don't forget to stay giggity, everybody. And always remember, Taylor rocks, man. And that's for you, Elsa. But yeah, I am monking out. And don't forget, the Animaniacs reboot premieres tonight on Hulu.
Okay, now, guys, just so you know, not to forget, Garth Brooks' album comes out at midnight.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 things happen tonight at midnight.
Yeah, if you want it, the link is in the description. However, if you would prefer to have the Taylor album, links in the description for those too. And yes, the explicit version has one link and the other version has another link. So you can get either one.
Oh yeah, I love that Elsa. I love Elsa's comment. You will never be free, woman. It made me think of like the hashtag free Britney. It should be hashtag free Trish, hashtag free Trish. Like, yeah, hashtag free Trish.
Taylor sucks, Alvin's moment.
Oh,
Okay.
no, but that's great.
Well, guys, that is going to do it for me for now. For Alvin and myself, this is Icepets Queen. Stay horny, my friends. And we are tripping out.